So Goose be watching UFOs?
Need some advice, Rockhead. Make sure you get drunk or hit a stick of PCP before you go over there.
Ooh, you saw Alien?
Yeah. Light your blunts. Get your drinks. The show's about to begin. Welcome to the Cool Show. We got Pomona in the building. Yeah. Talking about the aliens, we talk about the crib. Talk about the game banging, talk about the prison. Whatever's on the mind, we can start this new edition. The Goose Show. We got Pomona in the building. Talk about the aliens, we talk about the crib. Talk about the game banging, talk about the prison. Whatever's on the mind, we can start this new edition. The Talk about the back of the moon and Stonehenge, and niggas in the prison with wounds from straight edge. UFO sighters in Area 51. Crippin' in Pomona, at times it wasn't fun. The Goose Show. Monterey's, we get the haters. We ain't got time for them, only talk about the craters in the moon. The flying aliens in the zone. If aliens are listening, I smoke like Cheech and Chong. Tell me about your people and I'll tell you about Pomona. Shout out to Kev Mac Videos, that's my homie. I be the king real, this the circle when we chose it. This is the new edition of the hottest show, we own it. The Cool Show. We got Pomona in the building. Talking about the aliens, we talk about the crippin'. Talk about the game banging, talk about the prison. Whatever's on the mind, we can start this new edition. The Goose Show.
And they loved their master more than the master loved themselves. They would give their life to save their master's house quicker than the master would. The house Negro, if the master said, we got a good house here, the house Negro would say, yeah, we got a good house here. Whenever the master said we, he said we. That's how you can tell a house Negro.
Yeah. Sink and spine with the grays on the mothership. Mark of the beast. Control the whole globe through computer chips. They change legislation, affect the laws, targeting black folks without no probable cause. America's a corporation, still got niggas to change. They got secret concentration camp streets with no names. Just waiting for the jump off, they planned it like that. We killing each other, but the government's supplying the straps. Set the fixes in, they tryna silence. Whether it's through mind control, poison or violence, deadly disease, viruses, chemical warfare, electric frequencies with toxins in the air. Mass hypnosis affecting the whole cultures. Satanic vultures, they killing niggas like poachers. They control your vertical and your horizontal. If this was the matrix system, then I would be the oracle. Food full of chemicals, lead in the water. They got more liquor stores, the churches on the counter. Who really killed Malcolm X? Who killed Martin Luther? And who y'all think is the shooter? Really ain't the shooter. Mind manipulation, hand quicker than the eye. And did Biggie really call his death when he was born to die? And was Pac reminiscing on the premonition? Look, let me explain. That was Pac reminiscing on the premonition to leave a message for these niggas to wake up and start listening. False prophets making profits. Why these preachers getting rich and pro niggas got empty pockets? They got masculinities, now turned feminine. Rapper used to wear brute, but now they smelling like cinnamon. Walk around town wearing dresses with a bitch purse. Now that I think about it, you used to be a bitch first. It was always in you, what's next on the menu? Cause niggas will sell their soul to have the devil go up in you. And if you start speaking the truth, it's suicidal. Fuck around and get took out like Whitney and Michael. Better bruised for scarred, but hard. Oh well, they kill a bunch of niggas when they waking up them sleeper cells. They try to send us all to hell. They got everybody under mind control. Red light means stop, green light means go. Put thoughts in your mind that you never told. If I die before I wake, don't let them take my soul. They got everybody under mind control. Make it move fast, make it move slow. What you think you know, you don't really know. Some wicked people doing things behind closed doors. The federal government is the biggest hypocrites. Shit, even the Constitution was written on him. Fuck the policy, fuck the regulation. Let me break it down to you for this quick demonstration. Pharmaceutical companies, they make it trillion dollars, writing them fake prescriptions. Malpractice doctors, they never taught us about the natural healing. Look, let me explain. They never taught us about the natural healing, cause they making the killing off killing niggas by the million. And slang the body parts, heart of the heartless. Public enemy #1 and niggas all tar. Now they ask me if I voted, I said why bother. Donald Trump about to fuck these niggas like he did his own daughter. Yeah, now let's change the subject, cause these weirdo motherfuckers make me queasy to my stomach. Brainwashing these kids trying to take their soul. With some dope, with some money, with some fame, with some gold.
To understand this, you have to go back to what young brother here referred to as the house Negro and the field Negro. The house Negro, they lived in the house with masters.
Welcome to the Goob Show. I am Goob, promoting representation on this YouTube shit. Welcome everybody that came through so far. I'm not sure what my notifications is doing. People, what's up with your vibing? Say Moonlight with the alien here. That's right. Southside Compton. Pomona to Compton. Compton to Pomona. Magna Simon, appreciate you. Yeah, today, man, I got some videos, man, that I think that's really exciting to me. Like I say, I've been getting into recording my own shit, looking into a lot of shit. Shout out to Gina, Marie Colvin Hill, and her platform, man. Go over there and check her out. Nice young lady, man. She say she here on a story for 4 years to tell her story, and she does a lot of this YouTube shit. She put me up on this live camera behind the observatories in Hawaii, one of the highest peaks in Hawaii, and I've been finding out a lot of shit looking at them, and I found out that there's a between 3 and 5 in the morning, there's a lot of activity in our skies, but once again, we don't, as humans, we don't look up as much as we do looking at upside the next person's head, or looking straight, or looking to the ground, or, I just said that as an analogy that we only look straight. But, being on this society, you got to keep your head on the swivel, so you're going to naturally have to look at everybody or anything. But when you get comfortable and you out at night, you're not in the city lights blocking you, just sit outside, smoke you a cigar, cigarette, joint, blunt, whatever you do, drink a beer, man, and just look up in the sky. You might see something. You never know. What's good with you, Robert Lee? Appreciate you stopping through. The homie been on hiatus and vacation for a while. What's good with you, CB? Appreciate you. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me a shirt, man. I'm gonna have to make up a shirt for the Moonwalkers. This is one of the Moonwalkers edition. And I'm gonna have plenty more, man, because every night that I go to sleep, I record the videos at the observatory. And the last couple nights that I've recorded, only the night before last that I didn't record because it was too foggy. But every night since then, man, I've always seen something on the recording that I record off their live stream that's 24/7. And I'm going to get into that once again. But like I say, my brother is back. I'm going to bring him in before I get into any other. You going to buy you a telescope? Yeah, see, this is one of mine right here. This telescope right here, I got to go get back and get it fixed and get it calibrated again. But it has a... see if I can pull it up. It has a program on it. And I can just type in, push the button, and it'll go to the moon as long as the moon is above the horizon. It'll go to the moon. It'll go to any planet. It'll take me to asteroids. All that. That's my baby right here. Then I got another one that's over on the side that I use. Man, a telescope is good. I want to get one that actually records when I start going back out and stargazing again. I want to be able to record what I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? Because you may see a lot of things, man, and it's hard to tell a person that doesn't believe of what you saw. So, yeah, Southside Compton, you get one, man, you're just going to have to get out of the city lights to get a better view of things. But if anybody's ever had a high-powered telescope, man, you look at the moon, man, you can see the craters, you can see everything in it. Hope everything was good from the other day. Oh, yeah, it's straight, man. I had to take care of something. Still unfinished business, but it's all good at this point in time. But my brother is back. Got to bring him in without further ado. What's up with you? Oh,
What's going on, my brother? What's going on, my brother? What's happening? How you feeling?
Yeah. All right. We done made it back. Well, we done missed you for a couple days.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
Yeah,
my bad.
That's no. You had to do what you know what you doing, taking care of business, man. This is
Right.
secondary. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I told everybody on Tuesday, what you got to do is way more important what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Good luck to
Well,
you and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Either way, we
Most
trying to build generational wealth, so it's both
Right.
important. You know, I don't see this as a side hustle at all. I see this as building either way. So, you know,
Right.
they both important to me. You know, they
No.
both very important to me, man. This is
Well,
not
they're not that
a
important.
game.
This side is not as important as what you trying to do, my brother. I'll let you know that right now. What I'm doing is nowhere compared or important as what you doing. You can change a whole bunch of people's lives, my brother. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? This is what I do. I just enjoy to talk about something different, man. You in a position to change lives all around. You know what I'm saying? So I salute
I'ma
you for that.
try.
Oh yeah.
I'ma
You see,
try.
I got my Dodger hat on. Baseball season and jumped in. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Hey, did you see the? Go ahead.
Yeah, you tell it.
No, I was
I'm
gonna
excited.
say.
You say it.
Did you see the changes that they made in baseball? I just want to go there first about the pitching. Where now
No, I have not.
the catcher has a thing on his arm, and he pushes a button, and the instead of doing the hand signals to say what pitch it is, he pushes a button or says something in his mic in his wristband. It goes to the pitcher. The pitcher has a mic in his hat, and then two other players on the field got mics in their hat as well. They're the only ones that know what pitch he about to throw. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because they gonna cut down the cheating.
Right. I mean, you know,
You sort of yeah.
This is a long time, you know, right? Because with television, you can always see the hand signals that's being thrown. What's going on, CB? You can always see hand signals that's being thrown, and you can always say, hey, there's repetition there. When you get to damn near 2 and out, so many people on. This is the tendency of the pitching coach. This is what they tell them to throw. So this is what they going pitch. So yeah,
but see,
absolutely.
that's what he just said, Goob. You see the anti-sign stealing technology, and that's what it's called now. You know what I'm saying? But way more important than that, we got a sister in the top justice Supreme Court of the United States. You know what I'm saying? That no matter what you take
League
about
of America finally looked like the Justice League of America. Almost. We need a couple more.
Yeah.
But we took an important step.
Oh, way important. You know what I'm saying? And no matter who she was, they was gonna find something bad about her. She still made it in. It's people that's
Right.
out there now that still made. She shouldn't have got there. Man, if Harriet Tubman would have got there, you'd have had black people saying, she shouldn't have got there. She didn't get all the people out of the railroad. You know what I'm saying? Some people she had to leave. So you know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's shout out to her.
Absolutely.
Getting there.
And you know what? Like we
DY,
talked about.
welcome, boss. Welcome, boss.
Like we talked about before. You know, we just have to be a little more firm in what we want to do with our agenda. You know, it's very important that on the Democratic side, the line is pushed. You know, like I told you guys, I have my issues with tiptoeing, because historically, in order to get what you want in this country, you cannot tiptoe. You know, like I said,
damn, 35 million.
The United States, when the United States was ready, or when the territories was ready to become the United States, they did not say stop, or we just might throw your tea in the water, fellas. We just might throw your tea in the water if you keep picking on us. Nah, it's like, hey, you see this tea? If you want it, y'all can go jump in there with them sharks and get it. And I think the Democrats have to do a little bit more of that if they want to be able to confirm more people, like we can now say Supreme Court Justice Jackson. Man, that sounds good. Supreme Court Justice Jackson sounds very, very good.
But you know another thing though, some of it doesn't have to totally do with the Democrats, right?
Absolutely,
because if it wasn't for 3 of the Republicans, the vote was 47 to 53. 3 of the Republicans rolled with confirming her. All the rest of the Republicans didn't. Had them 3 not went with the Democrats, it would have been 50-50, and Kamala had the tiebreaker anyway. You see what I'm saying? But it should never get there, because another 10 of those Republicans had put her in 2 different judgment offices when they confirmed her back then, last year and the year before that.
Right. When they confirmed her at the federal level. But that's why demographics are important. Demographics are important because people have to go back and think about who their voters are, and if who they support is going to come back to bite them in the butt later. You know what I mean? That's really what all this political grandstanding is about. Even if they already have it made up in their mind that they're going to support somebody, a lot of times they got to pretend to put up a fight so that their base that may have a slight majority of racist individuals can say, well, at least they put up a fight, so I'm going to go ahead and support them the next time they vote. You know what I mean? The next time I vote, or the next time they run, I'm going to go ahead and support them because at least they didn't roll over and just support this person, even though in the back of their mind, they already knew that they was going to support the person anyway. So a lot of political grandstanding goes on, and we don't know what's in the back of these politicians' minds. They might just be saying stuff so that their voter doesn't desert them altogether. Some of them may be saying stuff so that Donald Trump doesn't come out and just blast them altogether. And they know that their voter is the same as some of their voters may also be Trump supporters. So, you know, at this point, it's a lot of people deciding to tread lightly because the face of the Democrats and the face of the Republicans have changed drastically over the past 10 years. It's almost like, you know, now that they're mentioning that the anti-lynching bill has been on the books to be voted on for the past 110 years. Politicians knew that, but it got real quiet during the 8 years that President Obama was in office. Now, you got your first black president. The first thing you would think that he would do is to this anti-lynching bill and make that law. That's like the first thing you would think that he would do. But we don't know nothing about being the first black president and all the death threats he got. You know what I mean? Maybe he thought, if I pass this, you know, these death threats may become death promises. We aren't in. Oh,
for I think sure. You froze for a second. Or it might be me. You good? I think now. It seemed like you froze for a second.
Yeah, I was frozen for a second, but then some of my shit
what happened?
Blacked out for a minute. Some of my shit just shut off. So I got to turn it back on. It's all good. Keep going.
Oh, well, you on? Okay. He say, Omar, did President Hardin introduce the anti-lynching bill?
Yes.
And Hardin was
what? That bill was 100 years ago, Republican.
Right.
You know, the Republican Party was founded by black people.
Right. That's what I was going to say. At one time, black folks ran with the Republicans and Democrats were on the opposite end. I wonder when that switched, when that flipped over and we started supporting Democrats
because the Democrats were at the time Dixiecrats and the Republicans were abolitionists. And out of New York, the Republicans were from the North, or rather the East Coast, really. So they were anti-slavery, but a lot of them were anti-slavery based on commerce and based on economy. So the Dixiecrats, they were pro-slavery based on economy because everything that they had was based on slave labor. So their whole economy was going to fall apart the moment you got rid of slavery, because they didn't have enough people that was going to work, and they didn't have enough people that were going to want to work.
Damn, you know, Get 'em Jank. Can you read that? What happened to Get 'em Jank? I got knocked the fuck out today at work. Fool fucking blowers sucked my hair up and bust me in the back of the head. They had to cut the motherfucker out of my hair. Think I got a concussion in this month. Damn, that's sorry to hear that, bro.
Tell people when you know you family. That's one of them family table stories. So we know Get 'em Jank sees us as family now.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Sorry to hear that, bro. I hope you're all right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man, shit. We know you'll be on disability for a few, you know what I'm saying? Short-term disability, the long-term disability. You know what I'm saying? Get it all. You know what I mean? Let's see.
Yeah,
when Nixon was on during Watergate, he had to do a lot with it too. He was race bait. Yeah, CB say, hope you good, Jank. He said it could have been a fireplace. They're known for using a lot of power. If you have too much stuff on it, will blow a fuse. That's what somebody is saying.
Yeah, I understood. I understood. I got it. It wasn't that, because I was only using it for the light.
For the what? For the lighting?
I was only using it for that part for the light. I believe I know
all bad. Damn, man. Sorry. He said all bad. Feel like Mike Tyson bust me in my shit. Yeah. That's cold, bro.
I know what that feels like.
Yeah. Much respect and much respect. CB, good looking out. What my boy sent me? Yeah, but he may get another, they trying to recuse old boy on the court from anything that has to do with the January 6th because of his wife.
Clarence Thomas?
Clarence Thomas. They trying to get him off. He can't, he got to recuse himself from anything that goes to the Supreme Court that has to do with the January 6th because she made so many texts to one of Trump's peoples. You know what I'm saying? Talking about overriding the election.
Clarence Thomas needs to go ahead and just step down.
Yeah, he needs to go and step down, man. You know what I'm saying? The only way he'll be able to like Trump ended up getting two Supreme Court justices, 2 or 3. I think it was 2. He needs to just go on, step down and let Biden, because he know his wife fucked up. You know what I'm saying? By doing what she did.
But how long did she do it? And he knew she did it. And how many cases did she influence him on? That's the question.
Huh?
That's the question. How many cases did she influence him on?
Right. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? That would have benefited Trump. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, before Trump, how many cases?
I know, but what I'm
decided that were decided per Republican or were conservative leaning,
right?
That she may have had something to do with, going all the way back to the 80s.
Right. And that's what they need to think about, because they got her with text messaging and everything. You know what I'm saying? Talking to Manchin. I think it was Manchin. Telling them we can't let Biden win. We need to do whatever we need to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was strictly with Trump. Get him Jank say shit was fucked up. White lady looking at me like, what's wrong? Like, don't you see this whole blower stuck on the side of my fucking head? Yeah.
Damn, Jank, what type of hair?
He must got a long ponytail. He Indian, so he got, his shit probably long all the way down his fucking back. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Explain to me where the blower comes in. Is it what kind of blowing? A leaf blower? What kind of blower is it?
You know That's what I'm saying. I don't understand.
Yeah, how that blower get attached to your hair? Yeah.
That's amazing.
Hey, so like my thumbnail says, man, I don't know if you believe or who else believes in portals. You know what I'm saying? I'm really starting to think what we seeing as a person might say a fallen star. I think those is, he said, my shit long, bro. Almost to my ass. Well, it was. They had to cut it all off.
Wow.
Seems like a blower that sends air out. It must have been an inhaling blower for it to get stuck on his hair. It must have, like one of them blowers that you use at the car wash. You know what I'm saying? A vacuum. It probably was a vacuum, not a blower. That's what he may be trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a leaf blower tried to kill a jank. He said a leaf blower.
That's cold shit.
Yeah. You mean a leaf vacuum? Because a blower would have blew your hair away from you. Hey, so what I've been noticing, that people say when you see a shooting star, and they may say, "Oh, that's a shooting star."
Mm-hmm.
My thing from the video that I'm gonna show right now is every time something that looked like a shooting star came, within minutes, there was a ship that came out. And I'm able to show you this. So I'm thinking that because of the speed that is coming out, maybe the wormhole is pushing them out real fast. So it looks like a shooting star to us because it's a straight shot. And it's just a picture of a streak. It's like a streak of something. But a couple
like that
minutes.
last one we saw that had the green streak.
Right. But a couple minutes after that, there's something flying across the skies. And this is in Hawaii. This is the same. I'm going to show you now because this is what I look at all day. Hold on. Let me find it. I'm gonna need to find the site that I was talking about. I'm not sure why it's not coming up. Hold on. Because I have it on here it is. All right, this is the live cam. This is what the live cam looks during the day. This is basically what it looks like during the day, right? So remember this big one, and see, there's a little one next to it to the right, and then there's two more to the right. See them on the hill? So there's a medium one to the left, and then there's three little ones to the right of it. So when I'm saying it, when I'm speaking to you, and I say, look to the right above the little ones, these are the ones that I'm talking about. Or if I say, look to the left where the medium was, you'll know what this is in the darkness. So what I'm gonna do is play this video. Now, there's no sound to it, so I may have to go out to make it bigger, but you're gonna see a light come down at 346. There's gonna be a light come down. I don't think you're gonna be able to see this little thing because I tried it with you and you didn't see it.
I did see it.
Okay.
Remember what are you talking about? I told you it was 2 lights. You said it was 1.
What? Salute to you, Jimmy S. All right. So at 346, I'm gonna blow it up a little bit. And at 346, you're gonna see a shot. If you look at the top of the big one, see, I can't see the little thing now. See it? Did you see that shot go down? You didn't see it, Omar? Okay, I'm gonna go back just a little bit.
I've seen a few things though.
Watch. At 346, hold on. Let me get to 346. Right here. Now look above this big, the big observatory. Watch. In a minute, you're gonna see right through the middle. See it? Did you see it? You had to look up towards the stars. DYA say I saw it. Okay, it was 1. You didn't see it, Omar? I'm gonna back up just a
couple things. Okay, I seen a couple things though.
Okay.
Go ahead, play it again.
Now, You see the bundle of the stars. Look where the big observatory is, right? Go straight up and look a little bit to the right. You see those bundle of bright stars? It's like 4 of them.
The 4 stars.
Yes. Over to the right of that.
Yeah.
Okay, now watch. And I'm going to tell you in about 10 seconds, about 5 seconds, watch that bundle of stars. Watch. It's going to be real quick. Boom. See it?
I saw that.
Okay. Now watch. Above that, a UFO is going to come across the screen. You're going to start seeing it moving. Right by those bundle of stars, it's going to start coming down. It's real tiny. See it blinking? It's blinking. Watch. See it?
Yep.
It's blinking. It's moving across the sky. Right? Reggie Owens, what's good with you, my peoples? He said, I saw that something in real life, but it fell way down. Don't trip. Y'all going to get a whole bunch of them in a minute. It's a little flash. Control S will make the screen bigger. I can make it bigger like this. And let me ask y'all if y'all can see it better when it comes up. It's a black screen right now. Yeah. So I think it went to a black screen. Okay, 348. The left side of the observatory, you're going to see a flash by this little one. It's coming up in a minute. Now, see how the observatory is turning? The little one is turning. On the side of that little one, the medium one, the one all the way to the left, you're going to see another flash. It should be about 348 even or something around here. Here it come. See it? See it on the top?
There go that green trail again.
You see that on the top of that observatory?
Same green trail.
Exactly. Now watch. At 350, you're going to see 2 more streaks on the right side of this. And then you're going to start seeing a bunch of UFOs going across the screen. It's like it's a portal that's allowing them, that they coming in around this time. He said the work mode. Okay, so Terry Thomas, appreciate you coming in. Henny God, what's good with you, man? Control S button, my bad. You're in work mode. Okay, at 350, it's going to be a flash, and then another UFO is going to come out. They real little until I get to the bigger ones.
Okay.
So at 350, we're going to see 2 more flashes. Like they entering our galaxy. Or whatever. Coming through the wormhole. That's what I'm thinking they doing. Where's it? 350. We had 344, 349. Watch. Let's see. So I tried to shrinking it up, but see it? Did you see that streak?
No, I missed it.
Okay, I'm going to go back just 1 second. Watch. Hold on. About right there. Now watch. See it?
Yep.
Okay. It was 2 of them, but you were so focused on that one because it's bigger. Now, at 340, 350, 40, I'm going to move it up a little bit. to 3 on the time clock because that's how I measured it. So go back a little bit right here. Now, where is it at? Slow across the top. Uh, 350.59. See, it's so small you can't see it. I had it all written out too. But it's on the top of it going across. And you can't see it. I can't see it either. See, I don't see it on this one now.
Interesting.
Where is it at?
So you're saying that your theory, you're arguing gateway.
Yeah. But
okay.
All right, I'm gonna move on past that one. So 351, 50, 51.
Okay.
There we go. Now see it on the top. Look above the big observatory. You see that little dot going across the screen? It's real tiny. You see it? Look on top of it. It's coming down. It's going from top left to right bottom. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. 351. Now look on top of the observatory. See the little dot? It's moving. You got to look real hard.
Which observatory?
The big one. The big one. Watch. I'm going to back it up a little bit. Look atop of it.
That's
above it.
It's two. That's the one where two of them are moving. They're going towards each other.
You see it? You see it moving across it?
Yeah.
See, it's real tiny.
Yeah, I see it.
There was a flash before that one started moving. Now, in another second, if you look to is it the left side? I believe it's the left side. It's going to be another one coming down. That one's still going across the screen. You can barely see it because it's small. These ones are real small. I'm going to get to ones that are bigger than this. You see it, American Negro? I appreciate you, bro. Shiner 3, who got eyes like a hawk. Yeah, man, I've been looking at this screen. It's just not big enough. I'll show you where it gets bigger. This one at 350, 353 and 40. I'm going to move up to 40 just a little bit to right there. Now, there's another one you should see on the left-hand side. By the medium one. You can't see it either. Cause that's why I should have blew it up first. Until I get to the big ones, it's gonna be hard for you to see.
Yeah, because I'm missing. But what we should do is number these real quick. Closest one to it should be 1. The one next to that should be 2. And then the one by the number 3 should be 3. And the one in the middle should be 4. And then the one furthest should be 5 or something like that. So we know which ones we're looking at.
See, did you see that spark go across the sky?
Yeah.
You saw that? Now, that's at 356, right?
Yes.
Now watch in a minute, there's going to be one come across the middle. That one just entered our solar system. That just entered. That's what that streak was, him entering. So at 56 in a minute, there's going to be a slow one coming across the observatory. It just entered. So I'm trying to see if it's below or above. Because I looked at these this morning. So I have to remember where I seen them at. Where is he at? Hold on. Slow above observatory at 356. Oh, there you go. Did you just see that streak again on the right? Look, right here. There's another one that streaks down the side while this one is moving. So I'm not getting to them. Let me go here. 350s. You saw that one? Yeah. You have to look at the screen like I'm looking at the screen because sometimes I can't figure out, but I guarantee you'll see
Well, what's
streaks going
happening is
across.
it's so many of them jumping out that it's like if you say I see one, it might not be the one that you pointing out.
Right. Here come another one right on the right hand side of this big observatory. The big one. It's gonna be right on the right hand side. It is gonna streak past real fast. See, a lot of them because I don't have the slow motion of it.
Right.
But it's gonna streak at 3. See, I'm not sure if you've seen that one either. Because it goes so fast. But it's a little one. Oh man, this is crazy. I could see them good when I was looking at them when I was downloading them. Now I done put them on here, and I don't know if it's my glasses that I can't see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to where I see. Hold on. Okay, there you go. You can't see it.
My question is, what constellation are those? I mean, it's like 3 sets of constellations that are like 4 perfect groups of stars.
Yeah, and remember these 2 scars that's all the way to the left? They're spread out now.
It's like, damn,
all right, get them, Jake. I appreciate you.
All right, Drew.
Get some rest, bro. Get better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me go to, all right, 400. 4 o'clock in the morning. Because it's going to get better. These is just, they're so small that it's hard for you to see them. But I got a couple big ones. You see how this,
but they're little, everywhere, though.
Right.
They're everywhere.
They're just so visible. I see there's one over to the left that's blinking. Right? What? Let me see. Get to 402. See, I cannot figure out where the fuck these things are now. Hold on. 408. I'm going to go to the ones that get bigger. But this is what I did. I recorded a whole bunch of these. Uncle Buck say Omar eating stale French fries. Let me get to the one.
I would clown you, Uncle Buck, but we all know your life ain't worth it. So
Uncle Buck making some paper now. 4
airplanes?
No. Now look, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit because there was a flash, but look above the big observatory, all the way up to the center, and you see a little dot, and that's what's crazy because you can't. I don't know if I can get it outside of the area. Yeah, I can't get it out there. It's just too small. I'm gonna have to go to the big ones that I seen. Hold on. We're gonna move. Yeah, I'm trying to get to the ones that's massive. But see, I wanted you guys to see the little ones because when you see the big ones, you're gonna be like, fuck, that's like 2 times what these little ones are. And that's why I was trying to show you the little ones. That's just shooting across the sky. Let me get to it. I'll figure it. 4-2, 4-3. Let me get to 4-10. Because about 4 o'clock, you start seeing a whole bunch of them. What is it? 412. Middle of the screen. Yeah, I had to put us here, and then we can both look at it because we're gonna see it. It'll be easier for if I have more eyes looking at it, and you'll see what I'm saying. When you see the flash, just look around the screen. You'll see something move across. I had them all written down, but it seems like either I made a mistake when I put them. Yeah, they're coming out when we think we're sleeping. And that's 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Which one? 413 left to Observatory. Yeah, see, I'm having a. There, see it? Did you see that out the corner? There it was at 413. Watch. Watch out the corner on the left hand side by the medium one. Watch what you'll see one come in. Where is it at? Should be coming in by now. 413.20. Because right after that, see it?
Yep.
Okay. Now, in about 10 seconds, there's going to be another one coming down in the middle of the screen, coming down out here like it just came into our atmosphere. That's what I'm trying to get. The point when they come in the sky like that and we say, oh, that's a shooting star.
Right.
They actually are coming in and then they're going around our planet. They just entering our atmosphere or our planet. Because it's one that's going to be right across 414. Should have been 413.50. It should be one going across the screen. See, that's it. They're so small that when I was recording it, you see it coming towards the middle? Yeah. There's a little one. Let's see, at 415.20, 413.50. Okay. It should be right over here. Because 2 of them are going to connect, basically, Omar. You can't.
You know, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Do you see one?
now we like looking for little shit running around in the dark. When we was younger, turn off the lights. You look for little shit running around in the dark. You told you supposed to step on it.
Right.
Now we get older, we watching videos, little shit running around in the dark. And it's a phenomenon. If this was grandma's kitchen.
Ah, okay. I got it now. Hold on. I'm gonna bring it. Let me bring it big. Watch. I'm gonna bring
Why
it
is he
big. Real
backing
quick.
on me like this?
Oh.
Why is he? He knows I'm a slang for this. He knows I'm a slang.
Hold on. Let me see. $4.14. Look. Omar to the left. And you can see the little one. It's another one about to cross it. Right in the middle. I don't think you can see it. Damn, I'm gonna have to it's hard to see on my screen. I see the activity. Yeah, it's hard because I gotta blow it up a little bit more. Miss 702 was good with you. All right, I'm gonna go here. And this one you should be able to see. Because I know I've seen it, whether it's on my screen or anybody's screen. This one ought to be, let's see, 420. He messing with you, Omar?
Omar eat 10 cheeseburgers like George Foreman. I bet none of those TVs work on Omar's wall. I don't understand. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I can't. Ah, man, this was great when I had it. It was looking great when I had it downloaded. I mean, I just want to show you this big. Here it is. There it is right there. Now watch out the corner to the left. I mean the right-hand side. Do you see this big thing coming out? Watch. Behind this picture. See it? It's coming from the right top, going down left. Slowly going down. You see it, Omar?
Yep.
You see it?
I see it going down diagonally.
Yes. And that was right after a flash. I just wanted to get to it because of the simple fact you couldn't really see the little ones. But if I left the screen up, you possibly see it. But look how far, imagine the ones that I was trying to show you were teeny tiny, like a grain of sand, right? Look how big this one is.
And it's going down slow. That's control.
That's got to be a hell of a big object going across that sky. You know what I'm saying?
That's not gravity. That's control. That's a controlled fall. That's not out of control, just being pulled out of the sky.
Right. And look at the speed of it. Did you see another light go across the sky over on the right-hand side? You were paying attention.
I'm paying attention to that one.
Okay, now watch. I'm going to back it up just a little bit. Now I want you to look over to the left-hand side, up in the corner. While this is coming down, look at the corner. It's going to be another one. It's going to shoot across the sky, and then there's going to be another UFO that's going, but it's going to be tiny. About right here, I think it goes across. See it?
I saw it right in the corner. I saw it.
So this one is going to go all the way to the end. It's still going across the sky.
Yeah, I see it. I mean, slowly. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Is this going slow?
And it looks like it changes a little angle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It don't look like it's going straight. It's like it changes a little bit of an angle and then goes down more. But it's definitely going in a downward trajectory. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh yeah, that's when it was tripping. Or my camera was recording. But see how far it's going? It's still going.
Yeah.
Now, when it passes this area right here at 4:49, it's going to be another one going across that one.
Right. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second.
Go ahead.
Give me a second.
Oh, did y'all see that one come across down the top of it? It was two of them. Two of them real quick while it's spinning. Let's see. About 4:40. It's going to be two more lights or streaks that come down across the screen. I believe every time those streaks are light, I believe it's something coming from another portal and coming into our atmosphere. Because you don't see this many, what they call, quote unquote, shooting stars until 3, 4, or 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we get these odd shit going across the sky. But we would never know what it is unless we looked up anyway. That one's about to pass. It's another one that's going to come after this streak. Believe it's a streak that comes now or another minute or so. It's going to be two streaks, one down the center of the screen and one off to the right. Then there's going to be another UFO that's going to go across the screen. Sir Uncle Buck, what's good with you? We need to get some more of your UFO stories up in here. Where is it at? 4:40. Trying to move it ahead a little bit to 4:49. Yeah, you doing there, Omar? There's another one that's going across. I don't know who can see it. Who can see it at the top? It's real tiny. Next time I'm gonna have to blow this up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because everybody who watches the show, I think, is over 30.
And need glasses.
Goddamn right.
What's up? What's up with your kid, Mike Marks? I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? We all need glasses.
Yeah,
Mike Mike Mark said he under 30. So he don't need glasses yet.
Yeah, well, good for him. Keep living. Shit.
I don't know. I think I cut it off at that time.
God damn.
What happened?
Remember I tripped that circuit?
Right.
And so my battery on my laptop is not sustaining the charge. So I'm trying to find a emergency breaker where it's plugged. You know,
he said I'm watching on the 60 inch. I can see that shit good.
Yeah, you know, my see, it's saying my battery is running low on my laptop because I technically don't have any juice until I find the breaker in here to pop back on. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm trying to find this other one that came down. Because now that I know that some people can see it, they should be able to. Where's the big one that came down again? Yeah, it's hard for me to get. What happened to you, Omar? Let me see. 410. I want to see if y'all on the 60 inch can see these little ones going across the sky. Because I've been trying to bring them up. Let me see if I can bring it up here. I tried to make my screen as big as I can. Yeah, that's not working. Yeah, when I bring it up too big, it doesn't allow me. What did Uncle Buck say? I bet $1,000 Brother Omar got 50 pairs of pro wings. I remember 30. That was years ago. Same here. 30 was years ago. What is it? 408. My ass off. I don't know about anywhere, but I keep seeing stuff blink on the right side in the middle. The right side in the middle. Yeah, I think sometimes it's the flash of the what they call sparkling of the star, because of the clouds and the atmosphere. And sometimes the clouds be making it look like they're blinking, or if they cover up. 405, 407, and 408. It's a little one over to the that coming down. I gotta move this out the way. Can y'all see it? I can't. Unless I make it bigger. Oh shit! What the hell I do? Yeah. You see the little small one? It's real small. Let one play. All right. I'm gonna let it go through. And y'all see because for me on the screen it's real small. What's up with you, Kenneth Johnson? What the hell happened to my chat? And at 4 is one way at the top. See it streak across the top? I don't know if you guys seen that one streak across the top. Buck is on one tonight. Let me see at 410. Yeah. You see it real slow? It's going real slow in the little corner. Did you see that one just streak across? Right next to the observatory? Yeah, by the logo. It was another one that streaked on the side. And at 411 way at the top, it's going to be another one. Somewhere up here going from left to right. Let me see at 411. But there are plenty of them. They just so tiny in this picture. There's only a few of them that are real big. But every time you see a flash, yeah, you saw the street. See that one that came up above on the left-hand side? There was a flash. Now there'll be a UFO going across the screen. It's like that's where they come into, through the portals. And then once they end up in our atmosphere, they got to come across. Or they're in our atmosphere and just in our planet now. So some of them, I guess, you may see going in and going out. I think is the pressure of going through a portal, it pushes them through it. And that's why it seemed fast. If you look at the top of this big observatory to the left, you'll see a little one coming down. It just kind of paused. $412. Just made the cut. I'm 32 and vision gone before my 30s. Oh yeah, that's why everybody got glasses now. I'm trying to make my glasses focus so I can see what's a little better on here. Because I have them written down. Middle of the screen at 412. If you look right above the big observatory, you'll see it's a little really tiny. And it's blinking coming across. You see it? So when you see that in the middle, watch, it's going to be another one that's going to cross its space at about 4:15. See that over to the left? It just one came in. I'm not sure who's seen that one. But right there, as this one is coming down the middle, there's going to be another one that's going to come across it. Almost at the same time or a little bit afterwards. Yeah, they're strange. You know what I'm saying? And I get them every day, but what I'm going to have to do, unless you got a big TV, 60-inch, 50-inch, whatever, it's real hard to see. I'm going to have to get better. You know, I can only go off with the recording that I do. Like when I set up to record tonight, what'll come up on that recording. But what I'm going to have to do is blow it up to make it bigger and forget about the timestamp. I try to keep it because it has the timestamp. And people can see it and understand where I'm going at. But the one that's in the middle is still coming down. And then it's going to cross, and I can't see it because I can't make it any bigger. But whoever's on the 60-inch, if you look above the big observatory, I keep doing this. What the hell did I do? Oh, I messed it all up. Yeah, I messed up, man, and moved all out the range doing something else. I was trying to get the one that's coming down the top. 414. Okay, when you see the one coming down the middle, there's going to be another one that's going to cross. I need to clean off my gas. I don't know what the hell happened to Omar. He done checked out. Something must have happened with his computer. Goob, have you ever thought of going to UFO Festival in Roswell, New Mexico? No, I've never really thought about that. I always wanted to go to, check out Area 51. I knew I couldn't get past the gate, but it would just be something. I'm always in Nevada, Las Vegas. Family man said, "It's 702. I can still read the fine print without my glasses, but I need them at night while driving." Yeah, I can't read nothing small. I can see shit far. I can drive at night without them, but looking at the words or looking at pictures of detail, yeah, I can't see nothing. What's crazy is I recorded all this shit, and I can't see what I recorded, even though I wrote it down on paper at the time, stamped that it's supposed to be going across the video, and I still can't find the shit. So I know my eyes are getting worse. Fly a drone over Area 51? Nah, you going to jail for that. They ain't gonna allow no drone to go in their airspace. They're definitely not gonna let that happen. They probably got anti-drone drones for any type of drone go up there. What did he hit me? Yeah, they probably got anti-drone drones. 418 top center. So people with the bigger TVs, I'll just tell you, the top center means this big observatory. There's a little ship going across the center of it. Now, I'm going to have to find it myself. Like I say, I can't blow it up. And obviously my glasses are foggy. UFO Festival is yearly. Yeah, I never thought about going to it or anything like that. 41850 streak. Here come another streak coming down in about 5-6 seconds somewhere on the screen. You see it? Goob, you already probably spoke on this, but what age did you start studying UFO activity? I'm not sure. I've always been kind of fascinated in it anytime the homies were out. We were doing something on the block or hustling or something. You know, it get late at night, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Nigga would sit up and talk about the stars, talk about what was out there, what was, you know. So I think probably after 19, right after I got shot, I started believing something different. I no longer believed in religion or anything like that. I always believed there was something higher than us on this planet. And then when I actually seen 3 orbs fly over me, and one of them stood right above me, I believe totally from that on. I always had speculation. I always had thoughts about it. But when I actually seen 3 orbs fly over me, 2 of them fly away, and one sat right over me and knocked my camera off, I totally believe from that point on. At 4:20, there should be 2 of them coming down somewhere. I got to remember where it's at. Think it was 2 streaks. And at 4:21:20, it's something over here on the right-hand side coming down. And like I say, it's so small for me on this YouTube channel. It was much easier when I had it recording it live on my laptop and I was looking at it. But I'm pretty sure if y'all look to the right-hand side, is it the right hand? Let's see. Way left of the observatory at 4:22. So there's another one coming up here on the left-hand side. You've seen a couple of them, Kenneth. Like I say, if y'all have a bigger TV or you're on your laptop and you got it on full screen, you should be able to see the little objects. If you look over to the left, you should be able to see it moving right there. I can see it now. This one is a little bit bigger. Look over to the left of the big observatory. It's almost above the medium observatory, and it's coming across from left to right, going down. And you should see that little object coming across. It's almost above. Not quite sure who could see that. But now it's almost above the big observatory. It's still coming down from left to right on a downward trajectory. That came from flashes that were maybe 5 minutes ago that I think we missed because I was talking. Somebody may have seen the flash. But anytime you see a flash, if you look around the screen, that's what was hard for me when I was looking at this video after last night. But now, did you see that streak that just came above the observatory? It was real quick. I'm going to see if y'all can see it again. Look to the sky, you're going to see something. Most definitely. And that's our problem. We don't look up enough. That's why I like this, where I can record it. That's what I was talking about when I said stuff blinking. Okay, vibing. Yeah. And see, right when this one that was coming from left to right down, there's a streak that just came down over this big one. And at 4:29, let me move to 4:29, you'll see let's see. See, so at 429, if you look at it's a big one that's coming down. Not sure if y'all can see that one. Did you see it falling slow, slanting down, vibing? I was joking. Oh, I ain't crying. Oh, you crazy there. Did y'all see that streak that just hit above? That was another one that came in. I'm going to play it back, 350, and look at the middle above the observatory. You'll see another streak. That means another one just entered our atmosphere. And then we'll see a UFO. Within minutes after that, you'll see one go across the sky. You seen the streak in the middle? Yeah, that's them coming through them portals. And they coming so fast through them, it can send them anywhere. See it? It just passed right at the top of it. Now, that's at 431. So at 436, there's going to be one coming across the top of the sky. And we'll look for it. That means that just entered our atmosphere. And now it's going to be one or two of them that's going to go across the sky after the fact. And that's at 436. It should be one right up at the top. Like I say, I have them written down on the times that I've seen them go across. But because we're on this YouTube, it's so small, I can't really see it. So I have to remember where I seen them at. I'm going to have to get one of them pointers that people have on their screens and put the pointer so I can point to them. You say you want to hear Omar elaborate? Yeah, I'm going to see what happened to Omar. Yeah, cursor. I need a cursor or something so I can pinpoint it and can go across and follow it. What's up with your Midwest?
I'm jumping back on.
433. Okay, 436. Let me move to 436 just a tad bit. Let's see. 434, 35. They come every few minutes. So I'm going to see if I can see it myself at 436. That's why I keep the timestamp. Did y'all just see that little blinking? It was a little blink, a little flash above the big observatory. So 436. What's up with you, young man? I'm trying to find this one that comes at 436. So you got to see it on your big screen. Some people can see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everybody in my chat get a wrench. You get a wrench. You get a wrench. Everybody get a wrench. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? Everybody get a wrench. It was one at 436 that went up to the top. The shit is hard, man. I gotta get it done a little better than what I'm doing. Because only the people with the big TVs can see it.
Was Buck trash talking? Tell me Buck was trash talking.
Buck was trash talking. Buck was trash talking. Where Buck go at now?
Yeah.
Buck ain't here.
See, I figured Buck was trash talking.
Kim Johnson say, "What up, Omar?"
The TVs are on for buck. TVs don't work. The TVs are on. I'm gonna turn them off now because I don't want to get no copyright. You know, everybody be, you know, they take down half the show. What's going on? They take down half the show. I ain't even calling. You know what I'm saying? Uncle is something you give somebody to show a sign. I don't respect you at all, Buck. I don't respect you. You are no longer uncle. I'm not putting uncle nowhere in your name. You just Buck.
Buck,
you know
Buck
what? You are 95 cents. We ain't gonna call you Buck. You anything? You could be anything less than Buck. You could be 2 cents. You could be a quarter. You could be a nickel. But you will never be a whole buck anymore. Because every time you come on here, you got something to say. You will not. I will not give you the respect of being a whole dollar. You will not be Buck again.
His food stamp.
Yeah, he can be
That's
whatever. He can be food stamp. He can be EB without the T, but he will never be Buck. He could be 12 cent, 13 cent.
So what you think about portals? What do you think about the portal? I was trying to show it. I mean, some of them don't. A lot of people were saying they could see them. You know what I'm saying? But they have bigger TVs than just that screen that I was showing on.
Hold on, let me turn this off because I don't want anybody to get us for no, you know, take us down. Because I'm trying to prove a point to half cent. You know, half cent ain't worth us losing our video.
I'm gonna just leave this up while we talking.
I think I'm
gonna just leave that up just in case somebody sees something going across the sky and they can say, because I know it's there, I just can't actually find it. So I'm just gonna leave it, we'll talk with this up.
I think that anytime Hollywood puts in the effort,
right?
Excuse me one time, people, because I'm going to let this ride out.
What's that? You let the dogs out?
I think that anytime Hollywood puts forth the effort,
about 4 hours. We're about how far are we from the Grand Canyon? About 4 or 5 hours?
Yeah, the Grand Canyon is because the Grand Canyon is 2 hours, about 2 hours from Flagstaff, and Phoenix is about 2 hours from Flagstaff. So it's about a 4-hour ride.
Yeah, about 4 hours.
So
I ain't never been. So, do y'all see that little one going across the sky right there? Look above it's so tiny.
Man, to put the Groove Show on the big screen, you know what? I tell you what, Tuesday, I will throw the Groove Show up on the screen because, you know, when you do something like that on this, you know, when you sometimes I got to get the hours right because the internet out here in the hood, it depends on the traffic and who's all on, you know, because they do us janky out here in Los Angeles County, whatever the internet traffic is.
You see it, top left corner?
It goes
It's another one that's coming down. In the top left corner.
Anytime Hollywood puts money into a theory that ultimately we end up talking about, don't call us crazy. And they've been talking about this for a long time. The theories of Stargates, you know, the Stargate theory has been around for a long time. The wormhole theory has been around for a long time. For them to take the Stargate theorem and make a movie out of it and later a TV show out of it. That whole thing was based on Egyptian theology. Basically the Egyptians believed that you didn't die, that the body physically died, and that the spirit transitioned on. And if you were good in life, that your body was going to eventually be transported with you. And so they took your organs out so that your organs can be weighed and eventually be put back. So this life that you were walking in was just temporary, and you would be restored if you were found to be a good human being. And that eventually translated into people being transported in the human realm into the spiritual realm, and now just humans being transported from planet to planet or from civilization to civilization. Of course, we know that actually hieroglyphs and petroglyphs, there's many stories where they speak on in ancient civilizations of people going from different planets to different planets, and people don't know how they did it. They have tried to claim that these are just the first forms of science fiction, but we know they're not the first forms of science fiction. We know that they are accurate. We know that they are factual. There was no such thing as science fiction back then, because you had to have television in order to create science fiction. You had to have entertainment in order to create science fiction. There was no need for that. You know what I mean? There was no need for entertainment. You see what I'm saying? Entertainment is created to slow you down and to take your mind off of the prize.
Right.
If entertainment is not there, you have no choice but to be productive, which is why most billionaires don't have TVs. You never see a person with a Rolls Royce or a Phantom or any of that with televisions all through their house. Conversely, you've never seen a Phantom commercial, because a person with the Phantom is not looking at the commercial going, I'm going to buy one of those. 9 times out of 10, the person watching the commercial can't afford a Phantom because he's too busy watching TV. You need TV as a distraction because, your life needs the distraction from work, because you're working for somebody else, which is why I said the Goob Show is just as important as, running for council and running for...
Look up at the top. Look up at the top top right. Do you see that blinking going across the sky?
Yep, I see it.
See it blinking is just going across?
And if you pay attention to it, the blinking is not rhythmic. It's not at the same pattern.
No.
It changes. It pulsates and it changes patterns.
But see how it's going across? I can see it now because I remember where that one was at. But that's blinking going straight across the sky.
Right. When we make music, we got beat counts and we have tempos, and the beat count and the tempo is 2 totally different things. You can have a 4 count, you can have a 2 count, and it's 4 count is... That's it.
Right.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the tempo is the beats per minute. You got 95 beats per minute, you got 120 beats per minute, you got 89 beats per minute, and that's based on your heart rate. That's based on your heart rate. So it's really the drum, the metronome, exactly. So that we know is what gets people out there moving on the dance floor.
Right.
I would argue that when you watch these lights, I think the reason why people get entranced by these lights and they stop and they stare is because of the rhythmic pattern of the light. Did you see the one at the bottom? It was one that just shot down at the bottom, but we were still all focusing at the one at the top. I would have to argue that the reason why people get out their car and stop, you see a bunch of people stopping and looking. I would have to say that it is the rhythmic pattern that makes us stop and stare at it and keep looking, and we lose track of time where we go, damn, 3 minutes, 4 minutes have passed. I don't believe that everybody, I believe that some people probably do experience abduction, but I think that other people probably get lost in time because you end up staring in space based on your heartbeat going into sync with the pattern that you see of that blinking light. In other words, your brain functions at a particular wave. Your brain has a wavelength. A TV operates at that particular brain wavelength.
Right.
So if you take an old VHS camera or an old camera and you record a television and play it back, you'll see the lines through the TV.
Did you just see that light that just flashed?
I saw that light.
You see that? Now it's gonna be one that's gonna come across the top of this observatory in a minute.
Right.
After that flash.
So when you run it back and you watch it through your VHS or you watch it through your camcorder, you're like, where the hell these lines come through? Where the hell these lines? What the hell? Something's wrong with my VHS. My VHS is broken or my camcorder is broken because it's recording these lines in the TV, right? My little camcorder is recording these lines in the TV. It must be something wrong with it. But then when you record a human being, you get no lines. Well, that's because the camera is slower than the television and it's slower than your brain. So it's picking up the lines. But your brain is at the way they make the television paste is at the same, I want to say it's 120 hertz that your brain operates on, 180 that your brain operates on. And that is where television programming comes from. Television programming actually comes from the synchronicity of the television in your brain, not the actual program that's on TV. What they do is they make your mind sync up with the television first, and then you actually absorb whatever it is that's playing. It has nothing to do with what you actually watching. It has nothing to do with you watching two men kiss, two women kiss, a man and a woman kiss. That's not the dangerous part. The dangerous part is the synchronicity with the TV pumping out the signal at the same rate that your brain records, and that syncing up of the two. And once that television has you and that symbiotic connection is made within a few seconds, it only takes a few seconds.
Right.
So when you're watching a commercial and you hear a commercial that don't interest you, you keep moving. But if you hear a commercial that does interest you, you're going to take a step back and you're going to watch it, and you'll start watching that commercial. The commercial goes off, and then you'll take off and you'll be like, damn, what was I staring at the TV for? I can't even remember. That's because that shit got you.
Right. You say the
and
waves.
You can't even remember what it was.
The geophone waves. Graphene waves.
It's a particular, man, I used to study this. And getting old is terrible. Our brain waves, well, basically we got alpha waves, beta waves, it's different wavelengths. But our brain waves course at a certain signature, and the television waves course at that particular signature. And when they sync together, we are susceptible to whatever watching, and they know that the optimal time is 30 minutes, which is why most television programs run for 30 minutes, because that's all you can take for the maximum programming to take effect. So when we watching these things go across, if we catch it in the sky, the reason why we can't take our eyes off of it is the rhythmic pattern that we seeing is so familiar to us,
right,
that we sync with it. And the reason why we sync with rhythm is because our bodies are basically music. And the reason why our body is basically music is because our body is made out of a drum, the drum being the heart. At the moment our heart stops beating, we dead. If the heart starts beating the wrong way, if it beats off a little bit, we damn near dead. There's a bunch of medications that are out on the planet just to keep your heart to beating the right way.
Right.
So
okay. He say, if you were to listen to Killer Priest, the song called Heavy Metal, that is the wave that you're talking about. That he's using an instrument for music for which he's rapping off of the wave.
Yeah, Killer Priest is deep.
You say, moral of the story, turn the TV off. There are better things to do.
Yo, if you turn the TV off, if you turn the TV off, if you turn the TV off and just drink more water, your thinking will change overnight. If you turn the TV off and drink more water for a week, your thinking will change overnight. I mean, through the week, you'll notice a major difference. A major difference. We just have to have the courage to break the habit. See, we are taught habits.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Watch it every Thursday. Watch it every Friday. Watch it every this. We are taught that to where we begin to conform. It's just like, yeah, Channel Zero, Public Enemy. It's just like when you go to Arizona, when I first landed in Arizona in 2006, what bothered me is that every house is the same color in Mesa. Every house is the same color in Gilbert.
Right.
Because they don't want you to think. They don't want people to be capable of independent thought. So the houses are the same color. See, because if you think independently, you may think free of yourself and think reform or cause problems. Now, this is the same reason why they use the exact same paint in the schools in the hood that they use at the prisons. See, this is what they don't tell you. The school in the hood, like Compton, in the poor neighborhoods, they get leftover prison paint. Prisons get painted the color that they get painted because they are painted that color to let you know that you have no hope of leaving there. They're not about to paint prisons a hopeful color because they don't want you to think about getting out. They want to take every opportunity to remind you of where you are. So why would you paint a school the same color of the prison? Because they want you to think about learning the same way they want you to think about prison. They want you to break away from learning. They want you to think of learning as a bad thing. So then people going to think about the Goob Show as, F this. I don't want to learn from this. I don't want to learn. Don't teach me nothing black. I don't want to hear nothing about blackness. I don't want to hear nothing about black pride. I don't want to hear anything about knowledge of self. I don't want to hear about anything that's going to make me do better or feel better or be better about myself. Because I have put that together with prison. Because the people that own the prison and own the school have decided that they're going to paint the prison and the black people's school the same damn color.
Mind deprivation.
That's what it is. So don't get mad at us because we trying to open up your mind to something. What you need to really see, and the beauty of it is, somebody that comes from a gangbanging environment and somebody that comes from a political environment can find common ground, and we could show you something because we ain't scared to do it. See, what I want to do is just go and buy a bunch of belts and drive around with boxes full of belts. Say, here, brother, here you go. This is how it works. I got one on here. Let me show you how this works. You put the loop in and you go straight around and then you tie it together and there it is. This is how this works. This one's yours. It's free. Now let me show you what happened when you had this belt on. I'm going to put my hands up and I'm going to pretend like I'm about to hit you. See what you can do before I hit you? Now take the belt off and I'm going to pretend like I'm about to hit you. Okay. See? I just hit you. The belt off.
You had to pull your pants up.
Take this belt, put it on. Congratulations. Lesson number 1, go on about your life.
Right.
If I could just do that. If I could just do that.
Right. You get a little knowledge.
People would resist them belts. You know how many people would resist them giving them a belt? Man, I don't need no belt. What's wrong with you?
Right. Yeah.
Make a phone, man. This nigga trying to give me a belt. It's a nigga outside really trying to give me a belt right now. This nigga crazy.
What the hell? What my thing just did? You say pop culture in general is not a problem. It's the social engineering that goes on in mass media. I disagree with.
Pop
we have
is social engineering. It's popular culture. Culture is something created artificially in a petri dish. Culture is something created. Engineering is creating something for its maximum efficiency.
Right.
Putting graffiti in hip hop, I don't care what people say, that's bad. Because why would you in a competing market want to do something to destroy your parents' property value? When you 16, you don't own the house.
Right.
So if you don't own the house, why are you graffitiing up the neighborhood? That means your parents can't sell the house and make money off of it and buy a better house in a better neighborhood because your ass out there putting blood and crip and everything else, hip hop lives or whatever it is you choose to write on the walls. You are helping white America do their job. Boy, by the time we done, these black people won't be able to sell their house for $12,000 and their kids is helping us destroy their own property value.
Right. But I don't think that's ever going to stop where you're not going to have the graffiti writing unless you go into certain neighborhoods where they got the HO, because a lot of, I don't know how many in California have the HOA like out in different states. Like Arizona, damn near every community you roll in, they got that HOA. You know what I'm saying? That fuck with you for the weeds in your yard. You know what I'm saying? They make you paint your house. Everybody's house got to be the same, as you were saying, the same color. All that.
I just want the aliens to come take me away just because I don't like shit like Clubhouse.
You say, I'm out, it's good right. People. I'll catch you.
All right, family man.
Tomorrow. All right, family man.
I just don't understand.
Right.
I can go on YouTube and they got YouTubes where it don't be nothing but people arguing with each other on Clubhouse. The whole 20-minute video be people arguing with each other on Clubhouse. I kill that nigga. Don't let me find out. Don't let me find out where you at. I done already shot 20 people. I'm coming for you next. Wait, what?
Did those 3 orbs represent something? To me, I think a lot of shit comes in the threes, man, in the Trinity. Just like based on religion, every religion has a trinity of three, almost in every religion, I believe. I know in Catholicism is what? Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, or something like that. You got the three wise men, you got everything ran under the three. I think believe that orbs, a lot of them come in threes. If you see three of them, you may see six of them, you may see nine of them, you may see 12 of them. You know what I'm saying? 15, 18. They're under and they run under threes. That's what I think. Not personally. I mean, a lot of ships, because they're triangular. They have one light in the front and two in the back to make that triangle. So that's another perception that I have on the threes.
Right. Speaking of threes.
But let me move this.
Do you think that LeBron James ruins his legacy if he demands a trade from the Lakers?
You know what I think that he's gonna do? I think wherever his son ends up going,
right,
he's gonna try to get traded to go play with his son for that 1 year, just to do it.
Right.
To do it. No matter where his son go, he gonna ask the Lakers, trade me to that team so I can play with my son.
Do you think that's gonna save him? Do you think that's gonna save him? Do you think people are gonna say, well, he does want to play for his son with his son, so and give him a pass? Or people gonna be like, man, that nigga full of shit. He just get rid of him. He need to go on and wrap it up because he's making himself look bad. What you think is gonna be because overall, because me, I was riding with him. Like, you know what? Teams aren't loyal. He's going to get his money because they dog you. They dog the players. What's going on, Monique? They dog the players. They pay them until they fall apart, and then they cut them. They get rid of them. It's modern day slavery. I'm glad he took his talents to South Beach, but now I'm starting to be like, ooh. Right. Ooh, LeBron, you making it hard to defend you. You're starting to make it hard to defend you. And he does so much for the community. Ooh, does Jeannie Buss try hard to get his son and rebuild around him?
Right.
What do you think?
That's what I think he's going to do. I think he gave up. The Lakers he wasn't pushing too hard to help the Lakers get there. Does he want to play for the Lakers anymore? I don't know. I think he's waiting it out to see what happened with his son coming into the draft. And say his son goes to Cleveland. He gonna say, give me a trade so I can go at Cleveland and play with my son. He's not gonna want to play against him. He's gonna want to play with him. No matter where he goes. Okay. That's just my thoughts.
So he brought Frank Vogel. He did that. He brought Frank Vogel. So we have had to deal with the Frank Vogel offense because of him. And DeMar DeRozan went to Compton High School, and DeMar DeRozan growing up wanted to be a Laker. Now DeMar's daddy used to be the cameraman for the city of Compton. Used to be the cameraman for the city of Compton. So I have known him since he was a little boy. So I know for a fact he's always wanted to be a Laker, and they could have had him.
Right. So what do you think?
LeBron pulled the trigger on Westbrook, and look at what DeMar is doing right now. I think the Lakers would rather have a do-over on that.
So what do you think?
Look at what DeMar is doing right now. I think they like to have a do-over on that.
Well, yeah, agreed, Cowboy. He is one of, I don't know about top 5, but
no, I'm not giving. I wouldn't even give him top 5 Laker, Cowboy. I would not give him top 5 Laker.
He's not top 5 Laker. I mean, we can go with a bunch of Lakers that's way over him. So it's hard for me to put him
even in anybody. I'm sorry, Cowboy. I can't say no disrespect. I was about to say no disrespect. I like you, but
he's chasing paper.
There's no way for me to say this without disrespecting you. So I'm not going to disrespect you by saying no disrespect when I know this is about to be disrespectful. You can't be a Laker fan and say he's a top 5 Laker. So you can't say he's top 5 at all. You can't say he's top 5 of all time, knowing he's a Laker, because that would mean that he'd have to be a top 5 Laker. There's no way.
Who's the top 5? Who's your top 5 in basketball, period?
I don't have one because I have so many good players over the years. Homie, I got Wilt Chamberlain. I got Oscar Robertson. I got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? I got
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, of course I got Michael Jordan.
You got to put
Magic Johnson. Of course I got
Shit, you gonna have to put Bird ahead of him.
Man, I got Shaquille O'Neal because they changed the entire game behind Shaquille O'Neal. First of all, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, had they allowed freshmen to play in the NCAA, if they have varsity in college, and freshmen couldn't play varsity. So if freshmen could play varsity in college, he would have had 4 NCAA championship rings. He got 3 because he could only play as a sophomore and up. That's how Cody was. He dominated there. He won championships in high school. He won three NCAA rings. He's still the highest scorer with no 3-pointers. No 3-pointers. Still the highest scorer in NBA history. You got Wilt Chamberlain. You got Bill Russell with 12 NBA championship rings. You got Dr. J. You got Earl the Pearl Monroe. Wait a minute. You got Robert Horry, who got more rings than Jordan. And Big Game Rob, he didn't save the Lakers during the Shaq and Kobe era many times. You got Cooper. People want to forget fucking Cooper. You got James Worthy. People want to forget James Worthy.
No.
You got Scottie Pippen. I mean, you got a whole bunch of people.
All right, Robert Lee.
You got a whole bunch of people and that's just Lakers. I just
Yeah, he's hard to. I mean, they want to put him up there, but we
ain't even got to Kobe yet. Because
Cowboys
I can't put Kobe. I can't
Magic,
put Kobe.
Kareem. No, Michael Jordan, Kareem, Magic, Bird, and LeBron. That's who got his 5.
I can't put Magic. I can't put Michael over Kareem. I just can't put Michael over Kareem. I can't.
Right. You know who they don't talk about a lot, man, and the only motherfucker in the history of the basketball that scored 100 points. You know what I'm saying? They don't give him his credit.
I named him.
I know. I'm saying no. I did not saying you. I'm saying, so society leaves him out the picture at all times. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you can't if nobody's ever done what you've done. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said with Bill Russell. Bill Russell should be in the top, period.
12 rings.
12 rings. Ain't nobody getting that close to.
Right.
You know, that's the same thing as saying who's the best in era of football, right? As far as quarterbacks go. You can give a whole bunch, but damn, you can't take it from Tom Brady. And that motherfucker got 6 rings by himself. I mean, for one, you can't take it from him.
You know what?
You know what I'm saying?
Even when they say 2-sport athletes, we always talk about Bo Jackson because he was known. But Bo didn't do the years that Deion Sanders did.
Exactly.
Deion Sanders did years. He did years. Bo Jackson did a year and got hurt. A year. Yeah, Hakeem Olajuwon, Dominique. But see, here's the thing. The reason why I put Shaq and Kareem above everybody is because Shaq and Kareem made the NBA change rules. Rules were changed behind those guys. Like Kareem comes down, he's so dominant. Okay, fuck it. You can't dunk no more.
Right.
Nigga, you can't dunk no more. He's that cold that you can't dunk no more. Yeah, he's too good. You can't dunk. It was other 7-footers. So why did he stop people from dunking? You got Hack-a-Shaq, you got changes to the Deion Sanders, but we don't mention Deion Sanders when we talk about two-sport athletes. We start at Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was a beast. He did it first.
But he was what do you call that? Advertising special. I mean, his advertising that got him, Bo knows. Everybody knew Bo knows. By them shoes, nigga, you could be like Bo.
You know what? Nike did it because Bo Jackson was on the level of Michael Jordan, and had he won and stayed in the game and not got hurt, then Bo Jackson's name would still be up there like Michael Jordan's. It was Nike. Nike did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Nike did it. They were just marketing geniuses because you got to remember, Converse put the shoe before the player. You see what I'm saying? Converse had Converse, then the team color, and then the player. Like all Larry Bird's Converse shoes was green and white, period. All Magic shoes was either purple and white or gold and white, Converse. But when them Jordans came out, you can get them Jordans in any color. It didn't matter. You can get them in blue, you can get them in black, you can get them in red.
All right, when they first came out, the only colors they had was black and red, was Chicago colors. They didn't start picking up.
They gave them blue too. They came out in blue.
I know, but because they had to change the game because they was only getting one side, especially in California. You was only getting one side of a person buying them shoes. In California, everybody couldn't wear them Bulls colors.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying?
They wasn't caring about that shit. Niggas was, let me tell you, you got to remember, Goob, people was getting shot over them Jordans, and them Jordans was getting stolen, and Michael didn't say shit. And when Michael came out, he made the biggest faux pas ever. The biggest faux pas ever made was by Michael Jordan when them black mamas got up and said, hey, Michael, why don't you lower the prices on your shoe and call out these black kids who shooting each other and killing each other on your shoes? And Michael said, white Republicans need shoes too. That was his answer. And Nike said, fuck it. Huh?
You got a question.
Who's the greatest NBA team of all time? I have to give it to the Showtime Lakers and the 96 Bulls.
Yeah, I give it to them. But you know who made the Bulls? You know who made the Bulls what they are? And even Jordan had to say that. That was the Detroit Pistons. The 80s Detroit Pistons made Chicago what they were because they whooped the shit out of Jordan. You know what I'm saying? They had to call it the Jordan rule. Anytime he come in there, you put him on his ass. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they made him. That team that went back-to-back for the Pistons, that was a cold team. But nobody could fuck with Showtime.
Let me just tell y'all that legend has it. In the upper echelons of politics, legend has it. Don't shoot the messenger. That Magic let them motherfuckers win because he had stock in Jordan. He had the t-shirts and half of that shit. Magic was a shrewd businessman. He didn't let him win, but he knew he was gonna be all right if the Bulls won. But the Lakers, I think the Lakers was a better organization, a better ran organization.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that, Omar.
I think what?
When Jordan got to his peak, Lakers couldn't stop him, man. You know what I'm saying? They had a cold team back then when they finally took over. You know what I'm saying? But
Vlade Divac, man.
Because we
Vlade
got old.
Divac. Wasn't it Vlade or was it Campbell? Was it Divac or Campbell? It was Campbell.
We started getting old at that time.
We had a sorry center in 96. Which one was our center? Was it Campbell? It was Campbell. You got to remember when Bulls finally beat us, Kareem was gone.
Yeah, Magic. Because before they won it, Magic had played his last game in the going to the Olympics. Remember, Bird and them was Bird back was hurting, so Boston wasn't nothing.
Nah, Magic played when Magic was in the game when the Lakers lost to the Bulls the first time.
I could have swore that was Kobe and Shaq.
Magic.
Well, it may have been. They may have been. I may
played
be a little
the
confused.
first time that they lost to the Bulls. Because remember, they had to go through.
He said Eldon Campbell.
Eldon Campbell's garbage ass. Garbage ass. But we don't know if Magic was playing with A's that year. We don't know if he already had it.
Right.
Because he wasn't the same guy. You got to remember, Magic came into the league in 79? So he was still relatively young. He wasn't no old dude.
No, they just bodies was getting beat up, him and Bird, because they was going to the playoffs every year. You know what I'm saying? They was going throughout the season every year. Eventually, they was gonna get broke down.
I don't know. I think Bird coming out of the East had a tougher schedule because they played a slower, more brutal game. That East Coast played a brutal game. They was throwing elbows. They had a slow down offense, and they were just elbowing the shit out of each other, and they boxed out really hard. And see, if you watch them games, when they boxed each other out, they threw their asses out and was low bridging the shit out of each other. When they would box each other out for a rebound, somebody was landing on their head, landing on their neck, landing on their back after a rebound because they was undercutting and low bridging each other. They didn't play. They played knocking nigga on their ass and worry about the consequences later.
Right. That was that East Coast. That was that Eastern Division, like Chicago, Detroit. All them was in that division at that time.
Because remember that poster of Patrick Ewing stepping on there was a poster where Patrick Ewing stepped on was it Paxton's face? Was it John Paxton's face?
It might have been.
I think it was. They somehow, because that was when posterizing was big. Like everybody was ending up on a poster.
Right.
They caught him like right before he stepped on his face. He was on the ground, and it was like the shoe was right there, and he was stepping face. And you knew he finished it. You knew he stepped dead on his face. Like he didn't go, "Oh, excuse me." And so,
But see, that's why I can't understand about this era of players and how easily they get hurt just on by themselves. And then you expect to say, could they play it against the era of the 80s? Nigga, they wouldn't have had a chance playing against the teams of the 80s and 90s. Because them niggas didn't give a you came in there, they was putting you on your ass. Period.
Well, wait a minute.
That's when it started changing.
Wait a minute. It depends on which direction you go. If you take them dudes from then and put them now, they will get spanked. If you take them dudes from now and put them back then, they'll get spanked. The new dudes would get spanked. And I'll tell you why. Because the guys back then didn't have sports medicine.
Yeah, but see, that was in the early. That was before Magic in them time with Moses and Dr. J together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What that was 70, that was 76, 77, some shit like that. Or coming into the 80s, because Magic and them didn't get there till 80, 85, 86. So that was before Magic in them time.
But the reason why, if you put Dr. J and all those guys in a time machine and you bring them to right now, the reason why they would lose to LeBron James and those guys, if you put them in a time machine and brought them forward.
Okay, Cowboy, I get you. I get what you're saying.
They would lose because these niggas now have injury prevention. They not playing in waffle shoes and Chuck Taylors. They have better protein shakes. They have better weight machines. They got massage therapists. They got everything now, right?
Right.
They were drinking beers and smoking cigars after the game. They were going out with $20 prostitutes after the game, and they didn't care because they was only making $50,000. It wasn't the same. So the technology now makes a better basketball player, but a softer basketball player, right?
Right.
But that softer basketball player plays more games now because a foul ain't the same. And the shoe got more cushion. And the protein shakes aren't 50% cardboard. And they got performance enhancers that are halfway damn near steroids. You see what I'm saying? But if you take the guys now and take all that shit away and put them in a time machine and take them backwards and drop them off in the 80s and tell them, okay, try to play against these grown men without all the shit you got. They don't even make the team. You see what I'm saying? They don't even make the team. They don't get to try out. They don't even get to. There's no way LeBron James goes out there with Moses Malone. There's no way he goes out there with Big Oscar. There's no way he goes. They're gonna be like, man, this is a big dude. You a good dude, but you might as well go on and go back to your mama's house and take my bag with you.
Let me say this, Mike Marks. We were just talking hypothetical, my brother. We're not talking about going back in history. It's hypothetical. Continue there, Omar. I just want to let him know because he's saying, sadly, you can't go back. We're not trying to go back. We're just trying to say what would happen. Like everybody else talks about, if somebody could beat another person in the era, it's just conversation, and conversation ain't shit.
King, we don't know if we can go back in time or not because we have all seen that picture, a dude at the Mike Tyson fight with his cell phone out. Some people say it's a camera. Some people say it's a cell phone.
You seen that too?
We don't know.
That shit was crazy, huh? Even Mike Tyson tripped off that shit. He was like, what the fuck? This motherfucker is he's in the fucking thing with a fucking phone camera at a time that he even had that shit. Nigga, we don't know.
All I can tell you is
wait, what did he say? You got a point, Omar. Most of the NFL and NBA players worked in the off season because they couldn't afford to live off their game checks. That's how they stayed in shape. Yeah, nowadays they don't have to work out, nigga. They can go get them they can leave, spend enough money to get a trainer and do all that, you know what I'm saying, and help them out. And they don't post up like OGs in basketball, like Malone, Bob Lemire, Elijah Wan, Karl Malone.
Right. Right. And so the question becomes, did Sugar Ray Leonard
That's what we're talking. That's what we're
need
talking about, King Mike Mark. That's what we're talking about. How much the game changed from the brutality to the finessing. Now it's hard to put the people that finesse nowadays into a time when niggas is not finessing. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
So
Because some of these players, they wouldn't have wanted to go back in them days where they say, you bring your ass in this hole, nigga, we putting you on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
the whole team is fighting. You know, they still had at that time, the bench could clear. All the benches clear, nigga. We have an all-out brawl. Now,
Yeah,
you
and if
better
you
not
didn't
go
clear, you
across that.
got fined.
Yeah. Now, you better not cross that line. You getting 2-day game suspension for coming off the bench. So it was a different time. You know what I'm saying? They were just showing the highlight of when Ron Artest whooped on old boy on he came on that court.
And that
You know
wasn't even a real fight.
so,
When Big Kermit hit Greg Popovich for messing with Kareem, and they said he knocked the taste out of that was Popovich that said that Kareem knocked the taste out of his mouth. I can't taste nothing.
Right.
I can't taste nothing ever again.
One of the worst ones. I don't know who it was. Was that was Popovich? I know it was somebody.
No, no. I think it was the coach of the Spurs coach.
Yeah, he was running. He was just going to run to go break up the fight, coach. And they turned around and fired on him and knocked his whole grill out his mouth.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He was just going to go break up the fight.
Took off. Just took off.
He got fired on.
Without warning. And you know, and that's why, and we could just mix that with anything. I would say that no boxer now could mix it up with any boxer from the 60s, 70s, or 80s, because boxers then stayed ready. All they needed was a 3 to 5 week training camp because they stayed in relatively decent shape. These boxers now that need these major training camps is because they allow themselves to get out of shape. Oh man, you got a fight coming up. All right, I'm gonna need 3 to 6 months. Push that shit way the hell back so I got time. Okay, that means you getting back in shape from baseline. And what that shit does to your body is it ages you. You get older faster when you got to get back in shape from baseline. But Sugar Ray wasn't allowing himself to get all the way out of shape to get back into shape. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't starting all over. So there's nobody fighting today that I would put in the ring with somebody from yesteryear, because the dudes from yesteryear, they stayed kind of ready to where at a moment's notice, if they got that call to fill in, because they had the attitude of, shit, I might get the call for the championship fight. And if I get the call for a champion, you never really heard the term. If somebody came in at last minute notice and whooped somebody's ass, you didn't hear it's an upset.
Right.
Because everybody stayed ready. You see what I'm saying? Now you hear upset if somebody win, because
that was Rudy. Yeah, that was
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Yeah, Rudy
Tomjanovich is who it was. Well,
and he got
for correcting my brain
to that fight, and turned around and fired on him and knocked him.
Yeah, we probably really get in trouble for pulling that one up.
Yeah, he never was the same after that. You know what I'm saying? He was a good coach, but he wasn't no more of a player. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, Tomjanovich. That's one of them. That's one of them punch so hard you don't want to hear loud noises no more for the rest of your life.
Earl, who you talking about? Earl Campbell? I somewhat agree, but not all athlete bolt cut. Earl is a generational talent. Are you talking about Earl Campbell? Or are you talking about Earl the boxer? What's his name? I can't think of his name. Something Earl. He just fought. I think he a middleweight or something like that. I think that's who he's talking
I
about. The
mean,
way
no,
he spelled
I'm not
Earl.
even talking. I'm not
Yeah,
even talking about Earl
Earl.
Spence. Oh yeah, Earl
Earl
Spence is
Spence.
good,
Earl Spence.
but I'm
Yeah.
not even talking about. I'm not even talking about bulk cut. I'm talking about cardio, and I'm talking about range, finding range, and just cardio and finding range. You know what I mean? And hand-eye coordination. Ring rust is real, and cardio is real, and hand-eye coordination is real. You know, if your jab, that's something that's a tune-up. It gotta stay attuned. You know, that ain't something you just want to have and then put away and then bring it back up and practice again.
He say, y'all know what's funny? The neighborhood I grew up in, Houston Rockets whole 93, 95 stayed over there in a secluded area until people started robbing them, and they put like 5 police stations. Damn.
Was that? Well, oh, so you was there with was a Kenny Smith played on that team? 93, 95?
I think so, yep.
Kenny the Jet sorry ass Smith, who won't admit that he wasn't good. On your street in a 4-mile radius.
He got
I think Earl Spence is good.
He got rings though, don't he? He got 2
Yeah,
rings.
he got range, but I mean, I'm just saying, man, when it's boxing requires a lot of skill and rhythm, and you don't want to lose either from inactivity, and it can go real quick from inactivity. You know.
Well, oh boy is supposed to fight shit in a week or 2, I think. What's the heavyweight that beat the what you call him boxer, the gypsy boxer? What's his name?
Oh, he's supposed to be fighting. Is that next week?
I think it's either this weekend or next weekend.
Tyson Fury and Dillian White?
Yeah, I think it's either this weekend or next weekend.
Woo!
I just seen something like that.
That's probably going to be a terrible fight. I'm not a big fan of the Gypsy King. I don't think he can box. I think he can box for his era.
He said Abner Moores. He said, hold on, it's not coming up. Abner Moores. Mars was a generational talent.
I can't even remember.
He said, I used to date Calvin Murphy, daughter. That man got anger issues.
Oh, Calvin Murphy, yeah. Most of them athletes have anger issues. Most of them do, especially when they got to put down when they got to put down the activities.
Floyd just got off Instagram practicing. You still looking flawless.
Hey man, Floyd is a different animal altogether. He's just a different.
It's Fury versus White this weekend. He said,
"Yeah, man, this weekend.
You say you don't like Fury?
I'm just not really. Man, I'm just not.
I ain't never been. I mean, but he doing what he do. I just never thought he had the ability to do it. But like I said, when we was on here once before, I don't know what the new trainer for old boy was doing, but that nigga looked tired after the 3rd round.
I told you, he tried to put mass on in his upper body, and that was wrong. That's not how you do it.
Yeah, he got
put it on in his legs. Them stick legs ain't gonna make it. But I just don't think that Fury. I don't think. I think if Lennox Lewis was 10 years younger,
right,
and Tyson Fury was a heavyweight champion, and you took 10 years off of Lennox Lewis would take him down in about 6-7 rounds, because Lennox Lewis had all the tools, and he had the patience, and he had the jab, and he had everything needed I mean, he was such a complete fighter. He would have whooped dude.
Hey, you know what they say about if?
Yeah, I know.
If was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. We talking about
Depending on
today's
what
time.
it was.
Who do you think can beat Tyson Fury? That's in the heavyweight ranking. Where's boxing conversation Reggie Owens at? Nigga, you talk about boxing all the time. Nigga, get up in here and tell us who you think could beat Tyson Fury. Who do you think could beat Tyson Fury that's in the heavyweight division?
I really think if Wilder got his act together, he could beat him. Truthfully,
right.
If we being honest, I think if he focused in and had the right people around him, I think he could beat him. I think the other young Brit could beat him. You know, as a matter of fact, I think what's the other boy that lost all that weight? The other young boy that lost all that weight and took the belt from the other British, from Anthony Joshua. I think if he buckled down, what's his name, Ruiz?
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, I think he could buckle down. There's a lot of people that could touch him up. You know what I mean? But I would get that soft ass midsection. And every time I hit him in his gut, I would say something. Cheeseburger. I'd be like, cheeseburger, milkshake, Ruiz, yeah.
Ruiz?
Uncle Buck in the house. There you go. How you doing? How are you brothers today? Are you brothers, did you have your brunch tea?
Ramadan
yes,
Mubarak, Buck.
All right. Damn.
Ramadan Mubarak, Buck.
You can have all my chips, girl.
Furry changed his boxing.
You can have all of them. Yeah, God, good Lord. How you brothers feeling?
But wasn't Emmanuel Stewart training somebody else?
Emmanuel Stewart trained Lennox Lewis.
Your TV up too loud there, Uncle Buck. He said, Dad bod versus Dad bod. Ruiz versus Fury. Because them been two big, out of shape looking boxers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I couldn't understand why what you call him didn't beat up his body.
Both sponsored by Snickers.
Right.
Not get into a relationship with a female that likes the color purple.
What?
He said, I don't know what Buck said. Let me see. I had him on mute, or he muted himself.
I mean, you yeah. You getting your grub on.
They both can take body shots. Ruiz.
What's the subject? What we talking about?
We're talking about whatever there, Buck. Jump on in.
Huh?
Say Buck Nasty. Jump on in.
You said my forehead?
No, I was
damn, I
said
it's like skipping. Yeah.
Your shit is skipping?
I need to get off my data and put on the Wi-Fi. Yeah,
you know? Picking his nose. Hey, I don't know who. Yeah. Do you look at MMA, Omar?
Yeah, I watch.
I'm gonna have to put him on pause because there's too much noise in the background there. But
I just don't understand, man.
What up?
Every time he come on, it'd be this. Lennox's height and range was a problem. I don't think he was the best technical fighter, but dude was a man. Let me tell you something. George Foreman said he was a beast. This is what I think every time Buck come on.
What?
Every time Buck come on, this is what I hear.
Benny Hill.
Every time.
There's
the music that come on in my head.
Just take every bite like.
Say, why is he naked?
Because this is why. Chase him around the lake.
You remember that song, Buck? Hey, I was listening to that. Look, I was looking at that show came on, right? and my wife and daughter was in the room, and I put it on. And I was listening to that song, and I was dancing to it. Like, and it was like, Dad, you really look at this? And I was like, hell yeah, Benny Hill used to be the shit. When he used to slap that old man in the head.
Yeah.
That nigga used to do some freaky perverted shit that as a kid you think funny as a motherfucker though. You know what I'm saying? You look at it now like, damn, Benny Hill was a little pervert like a motherfucker.
But he jumped on and said, I ate 10 cheeseburgers like I'm George Foreman. Like he jumped on and automatically said, bet those TVs don't work behind you. Like I didn't do anything to him. He just came on just cracking.
That's just Buck.
What's the best side? He came on cracking joke. I didn't bother him.
Yours was Ali Frazier. My best fight was Sugar Ray and Thomas Hearns, man, because I was going with Thomas Hearns. Thomas Hearns was winning the whole damn fight until the last 2 rounds. He just started he got in Hearns' ass, man. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my goodness. Hearns had that fight too, man.
My favorite fight was the Goob show that I missed when I was sick, and Buck and his girl was fighting, and she's about to stab him, and he was trying to shackle her up and throw her back in the basement, but he couldn't get her. That was the best fight that was televised on YouTube.
There you go. Thriller Manila. Yeah, Thriller Manila was, you know what about the Thriller in Manila though, is that I couldn't understand what happened to Foreman. Why did he just leave? I mean, he got beat up that bad where he just left boxing for years. He didn't come back to boxing.
He wasn't supposed to lose, man.
Yeah, that was crazy. He wasn't
supposed to lose. He was told that he was indestructible and Ali was washed up and old. And you got to understand that Sonny Liston was his idol. He patterned himself after Sonny Liston. He wanted revenge for Sonny Liston. The same way Mike Tyson wanted revenge for Muhammad Ali when Muhammad Ali lost.
Right.
You know, had Mike Tyson lost, he probably would have felt really bad. But he didn't lose. He beat Larry Holmes and took his belt.
Right. So that's why Foreman has left boxing, because he damn sure didn't come back for some years.
Yeah, I think boxing was all he had, and he had to rebuild and reinvent himself.
He said he talked to Tommy about that. He said it was his legs. Oh yeah, his legs gave out, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? Sugar Ray put him on him in that last round, but he was winning the whole fight. Like, damn, I had bets on bets. You know what I'm saying? Shad is a knockout key. I've been watching him ever since he was on Tough'em. She looks like a librarian, but she's a beast. Not sure who that is. All the greatest. Ali is the greatest of all time. Oh, yeah, because he won his titles back so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he shouldn't have had it. He shouldn't have had it taken from him
slick.
the first time.
What?
You think you slick?
See what Buck.
Cheetos one at a time.
Here we
No,
go again.
nigga. You creeping in the bag a little bit at a time. I see how you moving. I respect you is streets. Man, I got street shit going on in my own goddamn home.
You guys do what now at house?
Street shit going on up in my own home.
Oh, whatever.
You crazy. Oh my God, bro. So you turn the three. So you.
So sad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll rank Mike Tyson in the top 10. Mike Tyson in the top 5 in my category.
I see fly shit. I see fly shit. Yeah.
Vibing is funny, but y'all still haven't got ring 1 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Suns.
Yeah.
That's why I said the Suns gonna tear this motherfucker up. They get a ring in basketball.
Yeah, when you separate them like that.
I don't know what this nigga got on TV, but your TV
If
live.
they don't like what my volume is, oh well.
Yeah. Your volume. I'm talking about TV.
It's down low. Oh well. They can hear it. Oh well. Continue on.
Money Goo, you monetize yet?
Why don't
Yeah.
you count his losses?
Man,
Whose losses? Ali's losses? We
Good.
count. What's up?
Good. You monetize yet? You monetize?
Nope.
You ain't
I'm
scared
not.
of copywritten? You playing all that shit in the background?
I ain't playing nothing. That's Omar playing Benny Hill.
That's Omar.
I'm not monetized no way.
Omar ain't monetized?
What's y'all favorite LA team? Lakers of. I'm a Laker fan. I'm a Laker all day.
Omar ain't monetized.
I ain't never been a Clipper fan.
This ain't
Lakers.
my show.
See the fly ass.
Lakers, Dodgers, and Steelers.
What they call it?
Mine.
Man cave. It's a fly ass man cave.
This is my room.
Yeah.
It's your room?
Yeah.
Your bedroom?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
This is my room.
She about to save them.
Yeah. Real shit?
Oh, yep.
My other
You wanna
favorite
see-
team.
you wanna
is-
Show me the bed. I want to see the bed. Show me the whole room. I showed y'all my whole room.
I'm not showing you. I'm not showing you my bed, but I'll show you my. This is my room. This is my workspace. This is where I get down at.
That's where you get down at.
Yeah.
That's where you get down. Yeah.
Yeah,
You wanna see-
that's right.
Yeah,
That's what I say, King Mike Marks. I only got one team in each sport. If they out, they out. Steelers in football, Dodgers in baseball, Lakers in basketball. Other than that, I have no other teams that I'm excited about.
Other girls, so cute. That's cute how they pretending like they saving each other.
I see you in them Cheetos heavy.
Andre Ward was good.
Heavy.
Yeah, Andre
You got a $1
Ward
million
was good.
deal with Cheetos? I see you in motherfuckers heavy though. You don't think I see you?
Man, what are you talking about?
Who?
Who got Cheetos?
My motherfucking wife. We're married, right?
Got $1 million deal with Cheetos?
Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. Nope.
What you doing on the Goob show if y'all got $1 million deal with Cheetos?
We trying to help the Goob out, man. Goob, my nigga, man. I like Goob,
Give me
man.
some money.
Yeah.
I don't care. He can make.
Y'all got $1 million and you ain't gonna give him no money?
I'm here to help
Black
Goob.
people, man, y'all sick.
40 years they had the most championships. They didn't win in the
He
90s.
heard that mailman and got
That's a
excited.
fact. 100% fact.
100% black what?
Raiders, nigga.
Raiders? What about the Raiders?
Silver and black, or get back.
Silver and black?
Y'all got a theme song? We wear the silver, we wear the black. Don't get in our way. We wear the silver, we wear the black. Better listen to what we say, because we rock the stadium all night. That is what we do. We wear the silver, we wear the black, and we
shit.
you.
Making that up.
You trash, nigga. Y'all ain't got no theme song. You from Tampa Bay, some goddamn word, nigga.
He making that shit up. You done made that up.
That's a song. You never heard that song? Come on, you can't tell me you never heard that Raiders theme song. You never heard it? Come on, get out of here. Shut up.
What are you talking about?
That's a lie.
Man, what are you talking about? What you talking about, man?
We ain't never heard that.
What you talking about, man?
Tune me up a little bit, man.
Tell
Tune
him
them
here.
up. Yeah.
Black and yellow.
Anyway.
Black and
That's
yellow.
the song.
Black and yellow.
What are you talking about, man? I don't understand what it is you're talking about.
You on the toilet or something? You sound like you on the toilet in the bathroom and shit. Taking the shit, nigga.
Nah, I ain't on no toilet.
Nigga.
Why would I be on the toilet? Why of all things would you say I'm on the toilet?
You sound like you on the toilet.
No, that's terrible of you to say. Here, doing something for you. Here.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Go.
Relax, man. Smoke you some dank or something, man.
Me?
Oh, you
yeah, you nigga. You nigga. You nigga.
Nah.
Relax. You know what I'm saying?
Buck got big weed over here.
Big weed.
Oh no.
Yes,
big
sir.
Marijuana.
Big message. Ganja.
Marijuana.
What Mexicans call it? Moto, nigga. Big moto. Yeah. Who this nigga? Brother Omar go. He chilling in his mansion. He got a big mansion. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to show us all his rooms.
Say Buck got his taxes.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you're talking about, man.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you something about taxes, man. When you got an LLC, all you got to pay is like $700. Report $700 to keep the LC. You know what I'm saying? And hide the rest for the IRS. They coming for ya. They coming for ya. You know what I'm saying?
Put his money.
Here, Buck.
I'm like, nigga, I made $350 last year on the low.
You made $350 last year?
I'm just saying.
I'm waiting on you, Buck. I'm waiting on you here.
I can't wait to see you, man. Can't wait to see you.
I'm waiting on you, Buck.
You already know. He showing his little fly crib. He's showing his fly crib. Look at his fly crib, man. All right, he got a studio. This nigga got a studio in his crib. Look at this.
Put it together for you, Buck.
Look at this nigga.
Put it together for you, Buck.
It's not 16 tracks, so get the fuck out of here. Is that 16 tracks?
Damn, 35 million.
Nigga, he's a weird nigga with 8 tracks.
Now see.
Okay.
This is what's wrong with black people. I told you I'm getting it together for him.
We hate to see each other grow up.
You want to talk about tracks.
We hate to see that shit, yeah.
Only thing you know about tracks is what's in your woman's hair.
Ooh.
Now you want to talk about tracks. You need to let it go. Stop clowning me and coming up with stuff. Come on, man. I'm just trying to help you out. I told you I'm ready. I said I'm ready. And here you are dogging me. In my little studio, I got a whole booth I'm trying to show you my business.
It's not 16. You got a whole board, nigga. You got a computer with some shit you can. Come on, man. A real studio got a big ass take up half that room. Big ass 16 tracks, 24 tracks.
How many tracks?
You know
this is 32. This is 32. What are you talking about?
It's all digital.
This is 32. This is 32. This is
32. It's 32. All right.
What are you talking about?
32. You can't make this nigga got 32 tracks. Ain't made one beat.
Wait a minute.
He's talking about 120 something.
Let me hear one of your beats then. Let me hear one of your beats then, man.
Wait a minute.
Let me hear one of your beats.
Wait a minute. No, all you gonna do.
You know what I'm saying? If the shit is whack,
all you gonna do is
this shit is whack. I'm gonna tell them this shit is whack.
I don't want Goop to get hit by copyright. Let me turn that.
Damn.
Right. Play a beat, baby.
Goob, did you see that LA band all travel from LA County to Texas and Florida for the laws against the alphabet people? Wow, that's crazy.
What do you call it, baby?
You
not talking to me. You talking on your phone.
Yeah.
Check yourself.
Look over 5 minutes later, you still get blah 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 blah. Let's hear some. Blah blah blah.
Benny Hill.
Yeah. Let's hear some.
All right.
Hey. He over here talking shit. Nigga head is shaped like one of them plastic Easter eggs. The ones you put the candy in.
Somebody asked, Buck, where's your studio?
Nowhere.
Please. It's upstairs, baby.
Okay, let's see it. Cause I got a whole sound booth.
I put a whole studio on this shit right here, man.
Okay.
In my Obama phone. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole studio. I steal niggas beats. I'm gonna steal your beat. I'm gonna talk to my partner who's an engineer, and he gonna chop it up. I'm gonna get hot off your music, nigga.
You're not doing none of that. You're not doing none of that.
Yeah. Let me hear it. All right.
Yeah,
we're talking real.
Doing all of that.
Goob got video of me working car. Goob got video of me working out with a car.
Oh yeah.
A car.
That's the video. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's the video you was talking about.
Goob got video of me working out with a car.
Yeah. Lifting the
You
car.
lifting the whole car up.
Goob got video of me working out.
I don't believe it.
The back end of the car.
I never seen it, so you know what I'm saying? Where's it at? How can I find it?
It's on my phone. I ain't downloaded it to the internet.
Why not, nigga? Should be out.
Mayweather called
So you lifting the
Baby Norbit.
Huh? Buck Baby Norbit.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all. I've been on here for almost 3 hours, man. I'm finna head out. You know what I'm saying? Give me some rest.
At 3 hours?
At 3 hours, man.
Man.
Yeah. Unless y'all had something else y'all want to conversate about, go ahead. Oh.
Take us out, Buck. You want an instrumental?
I can barely skip it. Somebody Wi-Fi is trash. The Wi-Fi trash.
All right, y'all.
All right, well, we gonna read. You know what?
We'll
I already told you. I already said I ain't calling you uncle no more, and I already said I ain't calling you Buck no more. So we just gonna call you 97 Cent.
All right.
Wait.
That's a good word.
Hey, 007 them gangster trip. What you think about them steaks? What steak?
Yeah.
What steaks were we looking at? Is that a fuck joke? You telling me a bug joke?
The streaks, I think he's saying.
He
talking about the
what do you
streaks in the
call
sky, the UFOs.
No. Shit. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Them green ones, crazy. Bananas. Them green streaks that was going on, crazy. Man, and them other ones, them flashing lights.
He said stakes. Oh, yeah, streaks. The streaks on the UFO.
Man, look, I'm going to that. I'm going to the channel. I want to see the Hawaii Observatory because I need to look at those videos, because what was really telling to me was the constellations that had the groups of 4 stars. I've never seen that before. Right. And the groupings are, you know, I'd never seen that before. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert and I know all of the constellations, but that's not some shit I've ever seen pop up in a movie, and I'm interested to know more about it. You know, right. Shout out to the homie, rest in peace, Buck. I heard we lost the homie Buck yesterday. That's
the straight. That's the homie Buck. That's the live view that's going on right now.
Oh, that's the live view going on right now.
Yeah, it's a couple hours behind it, but that's what I have set up so I can record it tonight and see if I see anything in the sky around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's when they usually come out. So I just gotta, I gotta, next time when I download it, I'm gonna put it up a little bigger, blow it up so people can see it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And I just want to say rest in peace, Buck. Everybody, if you haven't heard, we just want to say rest in peace to Buck. Buck was found earlier tonight with no drawers on the front line.
Yeah,
with his water hose wrapped around his neck. His woman said she was going to do it one of them days. She went ahead and did it.
Yeah.
The sheriffs, they on their way currently to go get him. He was a good dude. He made us laugh. We loved him.
Yeah.
But if he is resurrected, he's gonna have to start off at 2 cents again. We're not gonna let him be Buck no more. We're gonna start him all the way at 2 cents, and he's gonna.
Man, we gotta bring him back as Frankenstein, man.
We're gonna bring him back. No, we're gonna go ahead and just make him 2 cents.
His name is Frankenstein. That's his new name, Frankenstein.
That's not what we're gonna do.
That's what. Yeah.
We just gonna do that. Nigga look like a retarded Biggie Smalls over there. That's I don't know what.
I don't know what to do, man.
Nigga looks like a short bus Robin Harris over there. Now he must have farted because he's spraying a container of some ocean spray over there. Oh, he's saying his wife farted.
She farts all the time, bro. That's why I keep it by me, man.
He done told
you know what I'm saying? She drives me crazy.
He's spraying. That is the worst.
Yeah.
This nigga done won the worst. Will does not have to give back his Oscar now. Will Smith does not have to give back his Oscar because
he doesn't.
Just let the world know that his wife farted.
He smacked Chris Rock, man. Chris
this is the worst thing that has ever happened.
Two of the biggest black guys.
This is not. We are reporting live on the Goob Show that Will Smith no longer has to give back his Oscar because this nigga Buck has just sprayed. What's the name of that spray? What's the name of the spray you spraying? What's the name of it? Tell us.
Hey, let's have that conversation. Why? How?
I need to know the name of the spray. What's the name of the spray?
Febreze, nigga.
Febreze. Buck just sprayed.
Febreze.
Buck just sprayed Febreze natural scent all over the living room. It smells like nothing but Febreze and weed.
Nah, I've been trying to pitch them bitches. You know what I'm saying? They won't take my call though. You know
right now, ladies and gentlemen.
I've been trying to pitch them bitches for a minute.
This nigga just sprayed Febreze over the weed. We do not know. We thought Febreze was used for carpet. We thought Febreze was used for cars. We thought Febreze was used in hospitals, but we never knew Febreze was used for farting. But we just learned that today, ladies and gentlemen. We just found out that.
Don't play with me, boy. I got a whole box of it.
We didn't know that Febreze could be used for farts. Play with me. Say that when a nigga cuts a fart, Febreze could be put in use. And now they fight. He bought a whole box of Febreze, ladies and gentlemen. Now we know that niggas is not waiting. We are not waiting. In World War III, niggas done went and bought toilet paper. Niggas done went and bought water.
See,
but in
it's
Buck's
all
house,
good.
these niggas went and
It's all
bought a
good.
box full of Febreze.
It's all
They did
good.
not go buy no soup. They did not go buy no
I see where you
water.
coming from.
They did not go buy no toilet paper. They did not stock up on no cell phones. They did not stock up on no tortilla chips. They did not go stock up on no essentials. They did not go buy no guns. They did not go buy no bullets. They went out and bought some goddamn Febreze. That lets you know what type of niggas they are. They did not go buy nothing essential. Motherfuckers is gonna be in line for everything that they need to go and get, but they went and bought Febreze. I don't know who they think they gonna change with when the zombie apocalypse come and Putin blow us all up and he throw them nuclear weapons our way. It's gonna be people trying to trade for food, and all the niggas gonna have is Febreze. That is all he's gonna have to trade with. It's just some Febreze. We're gonna be trading steak and lobster and shrimp, and that nigga's gonna have Febreze and a BDB. That, ladies and gentlemen, Buck is now smoking a BDB. We do not know where he got a BDB from. He must have found that in a pack from '97. Is that a Peach Optimo he's smoking now? Where in the hell did this nigga find a Peach Optimo? Don't he know them things give you cancer? This nigga got Febreze and a Peach Optimo. Who knows what in the hell is going on in that situation?
His whole bottom half, Omar be going in.
This nigga got a Peach Optimo and a Febreze. Somebody took a shit over there, and it's been problematic for the rest of the. Who made that? Oh man, he must got some Erica. He must got some Erica Badu panty incense on fire over there too. It gotta be some Erica Badu panty incense on fire. Nigga fired up a cigarillo. That is exactly right, Gangster Crip. He must have stopped in Compton over at the 99-cent store and got a cigarillo and some goddamn Febreze. What in the hell is happening here? We do not know what's going on. The niggas probably gonna be. Oh my God. And now she's talking. Learn her words. Oh my God. Next thing you know, we gonna find out where all the Super Sacco is. He's gonna go in the closet and you gonna find out that all the Super Sacco is at this nigga house. He done bought all the Super Sacco. All the Super Sacco is at the bottom of this nigga's basement, waiting on a return. The nigga bought the Super Sacco, got it at the bottom of his basement, and he's just holding on to it because he told his daddy, Daddy, I ain't gotta buy it. This Super Sacco is gonna be the next big thing, Daddy. This Super Sacco gonna be the next big thing. What is a Google, Daddy? What is a Google? I ain't gotta put no money in Google. Daddy was like, son, just put your money in Google, son. Don't buy no Super Sacco. That's a Mexican on there. That's a Mexican on that bottle of juice, son. No, Daddy, I don't know what a Google is, Daddy. I'm gonna buy this Super Sacco. This nigga got all the boxes of Super Sacco downstairs.
I'm getting out of here alive.
No, now he's getting out of here alive.
Any fucking situation you want to put me through,
goddamn water
I'm getting out this bitch alive.
Just call me Miss Cleo, ladies and
gentlemen.
Telling
you now,
Miss Cleo.
You can believe it or don't believe it. I don't give a fuck. You can believe it or don't believe it. I don't give a fuck.
This nigga got on a 3T shirt that looks like a 1T.
You see this?
What type of shirt is that? What size shirt is that? Why does
I ain't with a shirt more than 3 times, nigga. What you talking about? What? 3 times, man. I forgot to even add this money.
What is going on with that?
I got 10 of these. What's up with your tight shirt, though?
What up with your seed?
Why do you wear tight shirts?
Why do you look like?
What's up with your tight shirt, though? Jeez, you trying to show your muscles?
No.
Nigga, ain't no girls around here, man. Niggas ain't trying to see that, man. Go be a stripper. You should be a stripper.
Why is
you look like a stripper?
I look like a
stripper. You look like a stripper.
You look like a stripper. Tight ass baby head coming out of a sorry vagina.
You know what I'm saying? You own it like that.
What happened?
It's all good, man. Make your thousands.
You look like when you was born.
What are you talking about?
You was crying and the mama was crying. Look at that.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What's this? This is the pro club, man.
This is how tight your shirt is.
Is it?
This is you.
None of my shit is stretched out, nigga.
That was you.
I ain't got enough time to do that, man. Get the fuck out of here.
What's
going on? I ain't got enough time to be stretching shirts out, man.
I'm not trying to stretch your shirt
Own
out.
it.
All I'm saying is,
I'm an owner, man. I ain't got time for none of that shit.
All I'm saying is, they use a diagram of you when they show what happens when condoms burst.
You got dubs though, right?
Dub what?
I see your big arms, man. You want to show off your arms, then, bro.
They say this is why we don't want. This is why we don't want condoms.
You want to show off your arms, and I like it, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, probably identical. We probably identical.
This is why we don't want our lifestyles to burst, and then they show some shit like
no, that's.
Hey, with that, gentlemen, with that, gentlemen, I am out. 3 hours is enough for me. I'll see you.
He started it. He started it. Did he not start it? Did he not start it? Did he not start it? He said I was eating 10 cheeseburgers.
You ain't saying no you ain't bagging, you just talking crazy.
I'm not bagging.
Kick some jokes, nigga.
I'm just talking crazy.
Not you back.
I'm just talking
you
crazy.
My nigga though.
I'm not bagging.
You my number 2, bro. You my number 2.
Number 2.
You my number 2. You know what I'm saying?
The nigga got dog turds coming out the side of his head.
I'll do anything for you, man. I would do anything. You know? I'm saying Goob, you know what I'm saying? Goob is my number 10.
I appreciate
but I'll do anything for you.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking,
a guy or a girl?
It's a girl right here. I'm a girl. I'm acting like a girl. Whatever. I can't be a girl. The new law is, this is the new law. If I want to be a girl, the new law is if I want to be a girl, I can be a girl. The new law is if I can be a girl, I can be a girl. You know, all that.
That's a guy or a girl that said, "Oh, I'll do whatever for you, whatever." It's a guy or a girl.
My homeboy. Yeah. You wouldn't know nothing about that. That's your fucking problem. Why you be trying to conversate with shit that you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about?
He should have cut that motherfucker off.
Yeah, brother.
He should have caught that.
In the words of CB,
I'll take one to the heart. Clearly.
Man, your wife is about to come at you like that Tyrannosaurus Rex in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for you, brother. It's all right, though. Don't have a heart attack. But if you do, just know when you get to the hospital, they're going to cut that tight-ass shirt off.
A lot of people said that.
All right, King Mike Marks.
Good night.
Open the window.
Yeah.
Open the window in that motherfucker. All right, y'all. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. All right.
Yep.
Peace, bro. All right, man. It's been a Goob show. It was fun. Next show, man, I'm going to have to blow up those pictures a little better, man, so y'all can see a little better about the portals that's occurring in around the observatory in Hawaii, man. So I'm gonna record tonight. Probably be on in a couple days when I get some more video or whatever. But I appreciate everybody coming through. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my Pomona niggas. You know what I'm saying? Free my nigga Yahui, my nigga Big Huff, Big D Capone, Lil Dre, Dead Eye Tim, and any other the homies that's been locked up, man. Peace out to all y'all until the next show. Goob's out of here, man.